Hit it. All right. Roll that in. Roll that music in. It's compressed, actually, so I can't increase the volume of it. Chat, what is up? Oh my god, I'm back. Is this 2 streams in 2 weeks? That is unheard of. This is like summer JDD. The summer of JDD is coming back. This summer, probably. You know, this spring, really. I'm getting there. I'm really close on a bunch of stuff. What the frick is up, guys? What's up, Emily and Melina and Bruno? Bruno, I don't know why I rolled it. Cryptified and Ammonite and Dance and Insane and Remus and Onyx and yeah, what's up, everyone? Yeah, I'm gonna do some little color studies today, or just like, I don't know, I'm just chilling, just having fun. I've been enjoying painting this week, so I was like, might as well go live and do some painting and talk about stuff. Not like I didn't do like a 4 or 5 hour class or whatever yesterday. Just can't stop talking. These are the color studies I've been making during the week. I'll talk more about them in a minute here. That was the first set I did, and then I did the second set. It's a little Rembrandt and a Bouguereau. A new Bouguereau. That was a new Bouguereau drop this week, by the way, at an auction house, a little sketch study that I'd never seen before. Thank you, Toko, for showing me that one. Got a little Velasquez. I almost said Rembrandt. Terrible. Speaking of misidentifying artists, I thought we have a little bit of fun here. Let me switch over to I want to take a BuzzFeed art history quiz, just for my own ego, really, because I know that it's about. I scrolled down one and just Googled the first one I could. Who painted this? Kandinsky? Oh wait, that's not even the question. That's just the common. Currently running on my 3rd cup of Hampton Inns coffee. I don't know what Hampton Inns is, but that sounds like some Maxwell House-esque tier. I think everyone's been there at some point in their life where they've been like, I'll just buy the cheap Maxwell House like giant tub of coffee. Everyone can see that all right? The current resolution, which is not supported for this configuration. Is this gonna be, is my stream lagging? It says that my there's serious issues that need attention because I'm trying to stream in 4K. Wait, is it gonna go away if I go back to here? You don't have serious issues, bro. There's nothing wrong. It says it wants me to be in 1440. I'm doing 4K, YouTube. Maybe it doesn't like 4K AV1. 4K AV1. Streaming? Sorry, I don't. If the YouTube says there's serious issues, I don't think there's serious issues. It looks good. It's fine. All right, whatever. You know, fuck it. I've never had that pop up. Okay. The FPS is a little slow. It's all good. It's all good. Okay. I don't know. This camera's like a little bit. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. If it looks bad, just tell me. I'll fucking fix it. Oh, everyone's had that moment in their life where they've been like, oh, I'm just going to cheap out on coffee just this once and get the big ass thing of Maxwell House. And then you take one sip of what you're going to be drinking for the next 3 months and you realize that it is the worst. It's just dirt in a can. Is this asking me if... Which one is which? Oh my god, it really is asking me if this was painted by Kandinsky. This is, you know, the Adam. What is this? The Touch of Adam by Michelangelo? The Sistine Chapel. Okay. Pietà? No, that's not the Pietà. It's just the Last Judgment. Thank you. We're gonna rip through the easy ones here. Everyone has taken an art history class. Oh my god. There will never be. No one will ever make an art history quiz that is actually difficult. Or as actual painters other than Monet, Van Gogh, Renoir, Da Vinci, Michelangelo. I'm counting on my fingers here, but I can probably make my head a little bit bigger. Jump scare. Who else? Dali. We got a little Vermeer here. Okay, this is the first one. I mean, it's in every art history class. and they're really asking if Jackson Pollock painted the like French Revolution painting. I don't even remember. It's called like Liberation or something, but it's a Delacroix painting. Woman of Algiers. Oh wait, no, that's not it. Liberty Leading the People. This is the first like actual art history class painting. You've seen every single one of these, just like maybe, yeah, you've seen every single one of these. It just through like pop culture if you haven't. Wait, I don't know what painting this is. Wait, I just got blindsided. This is definitely like a Renaissance composition and painting. I mean, it's a grand scale like angels and the drawing is very Renaissance-y. You get like the chubby babies. The lighting isn't very realistic. It's Renaissance lighting, so kind of flat, non-dramatic lighting, no super deep shadows. So that has to put us in like the 1500s. So Lautrec, Henri de Toulouse-Lautrec is, I believe, a 19th century painter, if not super late 18th century. I'm pretty sure it's 19th century, mid 19th century. I'm assuming this is a modernist because I don't even know who this is. Andrew Wyeth is an illustrator, so it has to be Raphael. Easy. It's always the most popular one. It's a creation of Adam. The Economist has serious issues. I don't know. Half empty? I could probably make this window bigger. I just don't want to full screen it because I have a giant monitor and it's like I have first world problems. If I full screen something, it's just too big. It's too much work. This fucking art quiz sucks. The Scream? I wish I could take something. I want to take a shitty BuzzFeed, which 19th century painting are you? Maybe I need to be the person to make that. That's what excites me about having a website coming up here. This is Manet. And then we got Jan van Eyck. This is actually a fucking sick painting. It's in super low resolution, and they cited YouTube. That is not a proper citing of this. This is Anthony van Dyck. It's actually a really good fucking painting. This is a little bit more of a deep cut. It's a Millet. Just discovered your channel recently. Been loving your content. Keep at it. Hell yeah. I'm in like a lull right now, but we got a lot of cool stuff coming. It's like drinking half full kettle that's a day old for a reason. Renoir. This is a Renoir. Where it's maybe we'll get to something that's not the most famous painting ever. Actually, I don't know who the hell painted this, but it should be relatively easy. I mean, they throw in fucking Jackson Pollock into every single one of these, and Andy Warhol as well. It's probably Gustave. No one named Ron painted this Parisian ass early modernist. This is a 1920s painting, maybe 1930s, probably 20 though, because the perspective and the figures and lighting is like decent. Pretty actually modern treatment of the lighting here. Like the drawing itself is good, so it's probably 10s or 20s. And it definitely wasn't painting by anyone named Ron Gorchov. It's an impressionist. Wait, what is this painting? I want to see if I got the year right. Can I just like search Google for image? You can't copy paste images into Google. It's fucking... I hate Google, man. This painting was at the Getty. I saw it. Oh, wait. Rainy day. Paris Street. 1877? I was so wrong. Damn. I guess the drawing's a little better than I thought. I'm still surprised this is 1877. That is super early. That's actually kind of cool. This is Seurat. Boring. This is Mr. Botticelli. Boring. This has to be a Dali. Wait. It's not Dali. It's probably El Greco then. El Greco's a crazy painter. He was doing some like crazy like Dali stuff in like the 1500s. Like no one else is painting like this for like 600 years. It's probably like I put this guy in there with like Rubel 1610. I put this guy in there with like Vrubel and like these very weird painters that are just like tortured by their inner demons. Goya, boring, no one likes you. I've seen this before. Somebody sent me a AI photo bashed image that was a recreation of this that they used to win a photo contest that was a painting contest that was specifically created to be like, we hate AI, that's why we're doing a painting contest. And then they chose like the most obvious AI painting ever. Somebody sent me this on Instagram a while ago. This is probably Thomas Gainsborough, because it's not this guy and it's not fucking Warhol. They could make this a lot harder. And then this would be Mr. Everyone's spoiling me in the chat. I looked at it. I didn't look at it until after, okay? This must be Grant Wood. I've seen this painting a million times. I have no idea who the hell Grant Wood is. This would be Winslow Homer. Made a lot of seascapes and stuff off the East Coast and off Maine. Approximately the location where I'm from. I've never seen this fucking painting in my entire life. Edward Hopper, Rousseau, Manet. It's definitely not Hopper, Manet. It's definitely not Cassatt. It has to be Rousseau. Cassatt made like pretty realist, nice, somewhat impressionist paintings. Pretty impressionist paintings, but they're like very technical. All these people are like decent painters. Even Hopper. And this is kind of maybe not what I would call technical. There's some interesting stuff going on in it for sure. This would be Mr. Rembrandt. I've seen this one before. This is Rubens. Has to be Rubens, right? Okay. If I get any one of these wrong, I'm probably ending the stream instantly. That has to be Courbet, right? Yeah. This looks like Renaissance era. The colors and the lighting feels very Renaissance. It wouldn't be Bruegel though. Bruegel is a bit more of a realist. Definitely not Wyeth. I never heard this name in my life, but it's probably not made by a guy named Paul unless it's like after the 1970s. What is this painting? Has anyone seen this painting before? It's probably made not by a guy named Paul. Oh, it's a Bruegel. Okay. GG. Good stream. Good stream, guys. I'll catch you in about 2 weeks. All right. Thanks for tuning in. I love hanging out with you guys. It's always lots of fun. Courbet. Fucking Matisse or Cezanne. I don't care. I'm over it, man. They rigged this shit. They rigged this shit. They rigged this shit, man. I don't even care anymore. I'm so fricked up and twisted in my mind. This is not Matisse. Matisse cannot paint like this. Degas can definitely paint like this. Pollock and George O'Keeffe can't. This would be Vermeer, and then this is like a Caravaggio, and then this is a fucking Da Vinci, and then this one is James Abbott McNeill Whistler, and then this one would be definitely done by someone by the name Ivazotsky. This would be by Mr. Friedrich. And then this one is by... I actually don't know. This is definitely extremely dramatic composition. Lighting is pretty good, somewhat flat and pretty dull in the colors. It looks like a reasonably tight rendering approach, especially on the water here, kind of thin and washy. So very dramatic. This would probably be very early 19th century or mid to late 18th century, especially because of the washy, desaturated colors. It might be 19th century, it could be wrong. And maybe it's just like an American artist. Especially by these names. Gerhard Richter. I don't think this is by a German. Germany is landlocked, right? They don't even have the sea, right? James Ensor or John Singleton Copley. I think it sounds like a Copley type beat. Yeah, that was a Copley type beat for sure. He is a New England artist. Colonial American artist. I've seen that one in real life. Germany has beaches? Germany is not landlocked. Let me look at a map real quick. Germany, map. I'm doing a little Americanism. Shit, I forgot about the Baltic Sea and the North Sea. I kind of forgot about this part of Germany. I've only been to Bavaria, okay? I've only been to Bavaria. Okay, I've been in this area here. Okay, I haven't been to northern Germany. I knew Berlin was up here. I just didn't realize, you know, maybe the Netherlands stretched over, Poland grabbed a little bit, Denmark got a little bit spicy. Nobody goes to northern Germany anyways. This would be a Watteau. We got a little Tiziano. Got a little bit of Jean-Auguste Dominique Ingres. Terrible French. Velasquez. Franz Hals. Ragnard. Jerome. Oh, this is the Rembrandt that got stolen. One of the most valuable paintings that's still missing. This would be Eakins. This would be Paolo Uccello. Eyes closed. Easy. Paolo Uccello ruined the latter half of his career because he got so obsessed with perspective drawing. This guy was actually really, really cool and good artist. He got so obsessed with perspective drawing that he just kept drawing like perfectly constructed vases and stuff. And yeah, apparently kind of like tanked his career over it. Like he just kind of committed hard to doing this for the rest of his career. Really cool painter though, actually. And not just super flat stuff like this. He did some really interesting stuff. Velasquez got pronounced nicely, thank you. How do you mess that up? He would have loved Blender. He would have loved Blender. So the last question here, I don't fucking know. It's not Bacon, it's probably Picasso. It could be Mark, it's not Matisse. It's probably not Picasso. Wow, look at like the fox heads and how they're shifting in and out. This is Cubism, so it's probably has to be Picasso. This is 50 out of 50. All right, we're running it. Let's do some painting. Let me switch over to microphone. Oh, I want to keep these babies on. Everyone hear me all right? Yeah, let's do it. Belatro. Yeah, we got a little Belatro tunes running. That's the Velazquez study that I did. And then this was the new Bouguereau that dropped on an auction website up here. And then we got classic Rembrandt. And these were the first ones. It's a Bouguereau and a Ramon Casas, but they're not super good. I was just feeling it out, you know? Let's do a little sketch first before we jump into some painting. Do you do Q&A? Yeah, I do Q&A, man. You QIA. No problem. Let me, Jacob, we can talk about the Photoshop incident by Katie. That's a real photo from what I know. Just two bros being bros, merging into one. Y'all ever attach yourself into a rock and then split yourself in half by pulling hard for asexual reproduction? Dipped in Mama Lizzie's linseed oil. That's a good one. There's some people in my chat who they know how to do it. They know what's up. We're gonna be dipping some drawing, some color study, and Mama Lizzie's linseed oil. Let me go backwards. I gotta rip it. Reverse style. Okay, so I try to keep these color studies small actually, because that way you're not forced into doing like you know, you're not just like getting stuck in the details too hard. So let me try to establish a size. I'll do this one like a little bigger than I normally do, just because, you know, we're here for in for a penny, in for a pound. Sweep back on the jaw, and then this comes out to the back of the head. Probably need to bring in the front of the face a little bit here. Trying to do bark drawings on digital but having a trouble time. Use a sketchbook, I recommend. I have trouble time measuring because I can't use a plumb line or a skewer. You can use a plumb line. Digital plumb line is super easy. You just hold down shift, right? And it makes a vertical line. So just hold down shift and draw a line straight down, right? And then just control Z it. That is the one thing I do on digital all the time. But really, just everyone's got a sketchbook, man. How well ventilated is your work area? And not at all. You know, that's kind of the beautiful thing about here is the longer the painting sessions go on, a little bit wackier we get. Especially because I kind of like noise canceled my door too. I attached some like noise insulation, some rock wool panels to it. So actually, I'm gonna bring in this hairline a little bit. I'm not thinking. So it's even more sealed off than normal. I think I put some weather stripping on the bottom too. That way it's more sealed off, so it doesn't carry in sound. I could open a window, but there'd be some like traffic noise and stuff. I don't know. But I don't really use solvents, so it doesn't matter too much. I mean, sometimes I use like a little bit of linseed oil or whatever, or I do like spray shellac on these sheets before I paint on them because they're too absorbent. But I just do that outside. It's still a little stanky in here though. Probably chasing contours a little bit too much. Let me put the neck on here. Comes in from the side or the middle of the chin or so. Comes down and it comes into the point. Plumb line from the point is about halfway back through the hair. Yeah, that's where that points out. Let me think. It looks a little thin, but I think when I give a little bit of neck over here, that works. I think I could listen to Balatro music for like until I die. Balatro music sounds like you're sipping lean. Which, you know, there's probably many good artists sipping lean right now, so or in the past. Draw straight lines on the plate, then try to recreate them on the canvas. Yeah, you don't have to like do the whole straight line thing. You can kind of block in organically and use straight lines where you need them. You don't got to copy the straight lines that Barg gives you one-to-one. You know, that's like one of the things I see with the Barg plates. People think that, you know, no one ever told you that you need to, or people will tell you need to do it one-to-one, but that's not what Barg thought. That's not what Jerome thought. The guys who actually made the course. You know, they're just like good suggestions on how to start, but you can start a painting. You can start your drawing from any point, as long as you, you know, use the tools to allow you to get it accurate. That's where that neck is gonna go. Tips for improving composition. You know, I think composition is just, you got 4 walls of your canvas, you got, you know, like you have 4 walls that enclose your page or whatever, and composition is just how you design those shapes in there before you really even like flesh out figures or anatomy or really anything at all. So the thing is like if you want to actually have like good composition, then you need to like kind of solve those like shape design issues and how things flow in the canvas before you even really put much in it at all. So just don't move too quick. Don't be drawing figures and then have like 2 figures on the canvas and then be like, oh, my composition sucks. You know, like that type of stuff should be solved in like small little thumbnail sketches and stuff before you're even at that point. Let's see. Maybe this chin's a little too long here. Tips for the eyes. I mean, mine just work. You know, you just kind of squint. That's a tip for eyes. Eye drops. Keep them lubed up. gonna react to sergeant submissions? I don't know. I think, no. I don't know why I said I don't know. I do know. I mean, the challenge already kind of went and passed. I'm getting back to a place where I can stream a little more and stuff, and I probably will do one soon that will be critiqued. I know a lot of people. There was a show of force for the sergeant one, which was cool, and I really appreciate seeing that. I'll do another one that's more, you know, technical drawing skill like that one, and I'll do some crits on it soonish in the next challenge or two. I'm getting close to stuff, and I'm really excited to start making like shorts and stuff again, because then I can, if I'm making shorts and stuff, then I can kind of have like a little bit of like free time to focus on other stuff, because I can actually make shorts. Shorts are cool because I can just come up with an idea and just like make it in a day or two, which is just unheard of for me otherwise. How long until he starts talking about the Among Us palette? That's fucked up what you guys did to this palette. That is fucked up, because I can't unsee the Among Us shape now. You guys, like, you ruined my life with this palette here. I'm horrible at proportions, which is why I won't start anything. But you should probably start stuff so that you get better proportions, so that you can do more. It kind of sucks being bad at drawing, but the thing is like, you're always gonna be bad at drawing. Like, I'm still bad at proportions. I still screw stuff up like all the time. I don't feel, you know, the goalposts move the better you get. So, you know, you're never gonna get to a point where you're like, oh, I'm just good now, and now I can just do what I want. So it's better to just learn how to like cope with the fact that you probably are bad and you're always gonna be bad. So you should just do stuff, you know, for some other level of enjoyment, right? Some other level of you know, other ways you can have fun with it. Elatro kind of messed me up too, because I'm like, now I know what the poker hands are, and I'm like, I could be good at poker. I get these guys on like YouTube shorts that are like showing their poker hands, and they're like making like edited shorts about like, oh, I drew pocket kings, and so the guy next to me is big blind and he raised 30, and then I knew I needed to slow play this one, and I like edit in like explosion sound effects when they like put their hand down on the table, and that's got me thinking like, maybe I could do that. I could probably win. I'd probably be good at this. It can't be too hard, right? We might try nubbing it out a little bit after this color study. I might do some nubbying. I'm not gonna lie. There could be some nubby in the works if you're interested. And if you don't know what nubby is, you know, just stay tuned. You're gonna get pegged, don't worry. Do you find art relaxing? No. I like the work of doing art. It's kind of more like, I think I'm fitting more into like as I get older, I'm fitting more into the stereotype of like the disgruntled blue collar dad. I show up and I do my shift, and I actually do need that in my life. I need work and stability. Like if you know, the blue collar, the carpenter dad, he retires and he just starts building shit in his own house, right? Like, I'm always gonna have this, but is painting like a relaxing, like fun thing every single time I sit down? I'm like super excited. Well, actually, I do love painting. I genuinely do. It sparks joy, to put it in Condosian terms. But, you know, it's not always relaxing. It's not always like, it's hard. It's hard. It's like not easy. So, you know, it's, let me mark my thirds here. And that's okay that it's hard, you know, like I enjoy the struggle of it, all right? I don't want to play a game that I'm like always winning or always good at. And painting is just a type of game that like you can lose. You can lose no matter what. If you're too cocky, you can lose, even if you're good, you know? And by lose, I mean like, you know, mess up your proportions or something like that. If you're, you know, sitting down and enjoying a nice painting, then are you really losing? Probably not. Let's put this nose in. Probably something like that. I feel like I don't have quite enough space on the far side of my head, but it can't be that much bigger than that because it's also foreshortened. Teaches me patience. Yeah, that's for sure. I'm not a patient guy at all. I'm not a patient guy at all. But I mean, like, I teach beginner classes too, and like, I've come to realize like how difficult teaching beginners classes is, because you have to go back to the mindset where like I can't use any of the casual, like, fun, organic way of drawing that I normally would. Like my demos for beginners classes are always going to be much more stiff and like not as organic as like the work that I'm doing when I'm just vibing, because I can't use any of the cool intuitive stuff that I, you know, do normally while I'm, you know, maybe drawing like this or whatever. And even here I'm not like full focus because I'm talking to stream, but you know, like that type of stuff is the hardest. Like I have to draw using only the most basic tools and explanations of everything. And you know, being a beginner is obviously that times many more, you know, as I was a beginner not too long ago. And yeah, man, it's just, it's tough, you know, and as you learn more, things become more intuitive and fun, and things just get like a lot better, a lot more exciting and fun, and a lot more enjoyable. But you can find enjoyment and happiness even if you're making, you know, shitty drawings that don't look good. There's a lot of people who do this stuff just for a hobby. To be honest, I don't get it. I'm really just the type of person where like, I just can't, I can't do anything halfway. I can't do anything casually. I would rather just like not do it at all than like do it halfway. So I just have to like limit the amount of things in my life, or else I won't be able to do anything at all. This is why like I gotta be careful downloading games like Balatro. But I feel like I've kind of maxed out Balatro a little bit, so I'm kind of cooling on Balatro. I'm a nubby guy now, even though I've never played technically. This is too much detail for a color study or anything. I'm just kind of vibing while talking, so that's how it goes. Let me think here. Basically, I like to do these color studies, like, you know, like the 30 brushstroke challenge that I do. Let me think. Probably straighten out that center line a little bit. I don't know. Probably about time to start painting. I'm getting too in detail here for even a color study, so. This is such a nice portrait. I found this on the Polish Museum website that somebody in my Discord sent. This is a sick, really nice portrait. Beautiful, beautiful color. It's like really nice color variety, really sensitive face. It's very like cleanly and simply and beautifully blocked in. Like it's just like a fun, beautiful portrait. It's really nice. Are you going to be painting today? You're so great at drawing. How would someone with zero experience become as great as you? Yeah. Well, not yet to the so great thing. But just, you know, study academically. Join the Discord. Discord links in the description below. We do challenges and stuff. I talk about this stuff all the time, so it's a little hard to be like, you know, here's my step-by-step how to start from the beginning. You know, that's why I'm making a course and stuff and a website that's going to have some reference photos and resources and stuff. You know, really just, I think the most important thing though is just to draw, like just start drawing. Like the amount of people that talk about how much they want to draw more than they actually draw is like, it's gonna take a handful of years, guys. I don't even want to tell you how long it's gonna take. It's gonna take some time. So you just need to like start doing stuff in the meantime while you figure stuff out. And then like as you maybe you don't like it after a month or whatever, or maybe you got that dog in you and you really do want to, you know, keep pushing on this stuff. This paint's a little dry. I might have to put a bit more down. And if you got that dog in you, then you know, keep searching, keep looking for more stuff, taking classes, talking to people, you know, participating in the community. I mean, it takes time, but more importantly, it just takes practice. So this background's like mostly black, but a little bit red too, pretty good amount red. So I'll just put some brown and red into the black. The idea that hobbies need to be pursued casually makes no sense to me. Yeah, I mean, tell me about it. I just don't, it doesn't compute how somebody can like, it's annoying. I'm sure it's annoying to a lot of people, but like anything that I do, I just want to like learn everything about and just get really good at it. Which I think takes some of the beauty and the fun out of it. Like I've definitely ruined a lot of games for myself by like just sweating too hard and learning too much theory about it, you know? Like that's kind of like to the point where like I played a bunch of Balatro and then I was like, okay, like really I need to like start bankrolling earlier and get gold seals with red triggers with red seal. That way I can build up $600 and then I can do I can pivot my build into a Baron Mine build late game. And it's like, there's only like a few types of decks or hands that are actually gonna get you super far into it, and like you just kind of like kill the fun and magic of the game if you try to like optimize everything. It's how it goes with everything. Probably most of you guys don't even know what Balatro is, but you know, just deal with it. It's kind of like poker, but not at all. It's the soundtrack that we're listening to, for context. Maybe her hair doesn't go quite that far back. Maybe a little bit farther back than I had it. That was the thing too. I did like jiu-jitsu. I did Brazilian jiu-jitsu for like a little while. But I was just like, oh, it was right when I started doing art. I'm trying to give myself a little bit more space here. Yeah, maybe not. It's right when I started doing art and I was like, oh, I gotta pick one of these. Like I just can't do both. It will not work well. I will just fizzle out as both if I don't just pick one. I'm slapping down a whole lot of paint, by the way. I'm sloppy with the paint. I slap down paint in these studies. That's how we do it. Yeah. I tried so hard not to YouTube what the meta was. I know, yeah. I definitely like prevent myself from doing that in games. If I can't like look up guides too early. Have you ever used the Zorn palette? Yeah, you know, the thing about the Zorn palette too is like, it's just like the base primaries that you would use on like any skin tone. So like every palette I use has the Zorn colors in it. And sometimes I just add a blue if I need more blue. I think that's how, you know, the famous image that everyone shows of Zorn painting with the Zorn palette, he does like the self-portrait and he's got like his palette in his hand and he's got all the paints on there. If you look closely on the portrait, he has 5 pigments on there. He doesn't even have the Zorn palette on there. He has probably an ultramarine blue on there, or a French blue or whatever. So, you know, they're just the primary colors. So yeah, I use the Zorn palette all the time. And I think I like to start people out on the Zorn palette too. Like if you're new to painting or whatever, the Zorn palette's really, it's a nice place to start. And then you just add colors as you need them, right? Let me just throw, it's like a dark red. Actually, yeah, that works. I probably wouldn't add an accent this early, but you know, we just vibe and we're just chilling. Oh yeah, I could probably zoom you guys in a little bit. I forgot how small that is. Wait, I need to get the palette in there too. That should be good. I forgot I'm painting it like half of the size, or like a third of the size that I was last time. Okay, let me think here. Biggest groups first. So, I mean, I still have like I'm just trying to block in like the darkest points first. So I will do the back of her head here, which I'm gonna say is basically just black. Back of the head, basically just black. Looks like it's especially black behind the ear in here. Are we slightly out of focus? Let me think of that. Let me look at that. Here, we'll just turn the aperture up. I'll give you a little bit of ISO. Hopefully that's better. Is Zorn a Chad or a Gooner? He was definitely a Gooner. I mean, if you look at like most of his paintings of like nude women in the forest, that's definitely Gooner behavior. But he was definitely like Chad because he actually, you know, those are models. Those are done from life. So a little bit of both. You know, can a man be both in this, you know, day and age, or have times changed? We'll discuss with the chat. Need more brown in here. We're gonna do the hair. I mean, this is pretty close to the hair. The back of the hair is just like a brownish. Oh yeah, that burnt sienna works really well in there. It's like a brownish reddish, you know, that we got the red of the background kind of reflecting into her hair a little bit. So I'm just adding brown and red, but if I squint my eyes, it's like still pretty much black. So I'm gonna keep within that value range in here. And the top of the ear is about in line with the eye level, so this works. What about starting with the primaries? I don't like starting with the primaries, to be honest. People do that. I get it for like color theory reasons, but like, just chill out a little bit and just throw some freaking, just throw some black on your palette. Just throw some ivory black on your palette, please. Like mixing colors without a black is so annoying. Trying to mix blacks and dark colors or desaturated colors from only the primaries. I get it, you know, oh, it teaches you color theory and stuff, and maybe that type of stuff is useful for like a painting or two, I don't know. But like, I think like starting with only the primaries, it comes from a little bit of the modern fear of having black on your palette, of saying that ivory black is the worst, or having any black is the worst thing ever. Basically you know, modern painters are racist. That's just how it is. A little bit of, I'll just throw some accusations around, you know. Let me get some good, I need a bigger brush here. Okay, let's do this hair color here. I'm gonna keep pushing this out. This goes a little bit further. It does get technically lighter here, but it's close enough to this when I squint that I'll mix another value and just paint it into it later. People are they're just scared of, that's more glare. Less glare? That looks a little bit better. I don't mind painting at a slight angle. No, now you guys can see a little bit among us. Is it better to be more zoomed in or to see all the colors on my palette? I need some burnt sienna. What's up, terminally toast? Might need a blue though for a Zorn palette. Portraits tend to be super warm by the end. I don't know what that's responding to. Yellow, ochre, cat, red, black, and white is the Zorn palette. Yeah, ivory black specifically. It was lead white back in the day, but you're fine to use titanium for beginners. You're not going to notice a big difference. Technically, like a zinc or a lead would be better for a higher skill level painter, but I mean, not that a high level painter would stop using titanium. It's just that titanium has like a different tinting strength and it allows colors to be higher saturation. Modern usually means, yeah, early 20th century. I know it doesn't mean today. That would be contemporary. Yeah, I do enough lead ingestion here. I don't need white here. I don't know why I dipped into the white. Let's get the general hair color. So it's just gonna be the rest of the hair color, but a bit lighter and more yellow. So I'm just gonna mix some yellow ochre into it. And it's like a 4 out of 10 on a value scale. I'm gonna put a little bit of brown in there. In summer, will you stram like WEC days? I might stram like WEC days on summer. Yeah, I mean, I stream weekdays I've streamed weekdays before too. Oh, it's because you're working. Yeah. I stream like weekdays. These warm palette paintings always come out really cool. It's probably a little bit too much black. It's just like desaturation in general, sounds like. That's what I've seen from some of the Discord participants is just overall too much desaturation. Actually, I don't know how people... I need to stand over someone's shoulder and see how they get such desaturated skin tones and stuff. It must be like too much white and black, I guess. Maybe just too much white people add. Or they just see like skin and they're just like immediately start out with the white. It's always the white, man. Let's block in this hair. I think we're pretty close there for the hair. You know what I was doing too with the first couple of them, and I really should still do it if it's gonna be a color study, but I'm just having fun sketching, is I was putting the color on a little card, swatching it onto the card, and then just holding it straight up to the photo and checking it. You get annoyed by the silly Willy questions? I'm kind of silly Billy type of guy, so. You this full-time? Is YouTube a side hustle? I'm a full-time artist. I teach, and YouTube is a good source of income. It is my plan to have YouTube be my larger source of income. I mean, it is my larger source of income, and that's my continued plan. Full-time content creator, and then I teach classes and stuff like that online too. Yeah, I mean, there's tonal changes and shifts in the hair and stuff, but it's easy enough to just kind of block in after. So that's what we gonna do. That's what we gonna do. If your value or your color is close enough, you can just go back in later with oil and just put it right on top. Or I could even scrape if it doesn't want to go on top. I am wiping off my brush when I get a little bit of black on it, though. Oh yeah, that's my mod Doggo's drawing in the background back there. Why no underpainting layer? I can't gauge my... Yeah, the whole you have to work from a orange thing is just that's just one of those TikTok grisaille tier pieces of advice. That's just not... People didn't always do that in history. The standard academic technique in France was painting on a pure white background. And it doesn't make it really that much harder to gauge your values. It's just personal preference, and I don't like the dogma online about how you have to, people tone their background bright orange, and then they'll paint a very neutral portrait or something, or they'll just mess up all their colors and desaturate the hell out of everything on top of it, and then they'll be like, but can't you see the specks of orange shining through? And it's you still miss the values, man. The whole point is that you're supposed to hit the values. But that is also partly why I key in I put in the darks first, and that gives me something to reference against. I'll take this do a little fan brush for the skin tones. Paint prices haven't increased. You can get cheap Chinese oil paints. Yeah, look for the Marie's paints from China. Marie's, the 1919 brand it's okay. I mean, you can definitely learn how to paint with it and paint great stuff with it. I would just get their ivory black instead of their lamp black. Let's get the general skin tone going. It's a 9 out of 10 value. It's a little bit yellow, definitely on the yellower side until we get to the cheeks right over here. So I'm gonna put a little bit of yellow ochre into a little bit of white. Art doesn't have value anywhere. I mean, that's you have to either become an illustrator, work for game companies or something, which is difficult, super competitive right now. The industry's not great, or do teaching or content, or just create and cultivate your own unique individual voice and do show it online and have people like it if your It's very hard to do that. You know, very few people have kind of a unique enough or good enough at social media marketing to be able to do that, but certainly you can. Possibility. But keep putting a little bit. It's a little bit too much yellow. Wipe off my brush. Obrigado. Come to Brazil, Habibi. Come to Brazil. We love Rio. Represent Rio up in this chat. #1. Is that the right color? Let me hold up to my reference. It probably needs a little bit of like saturated yellow in there, so I'll put a little bit of cadmium yellow in there. And I'll put a little bit of white because it's getting a little bit too yellow. That's probably the right. I'm not going to be able to get it perfect until I kind of key it against some other colors, so I'll put in some other colors around it. I do really, you know, the way you get good color is you just go back and forth and you just ask yourself, like, is this the right color? Does it need to be more yellow? Does it need more brown, more black, more desaturated, more saturated? And you have to keep going back and forth. You can't just be like, okay, that's good enough. That's where you get mistakes. Closing the edge here. Now this whole, you know, side of the face here is this, the whole, you know, right side of the face here is yellow. It is this yellowy skin tone. It's a little bit darker. It's got a little bit of red and, you know, ochre mixed into it. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of ochre down to the bottom of my pile, a little bit of red. I'm gonna need more oil paint in there though, so I'll mix up some fresh. Hardest drawing study you ever did? Oh man, I don't know, man. Every drawing is uniquely hard. Every drawing halfway through, I'm like, shit, I suck. Yeah, any of the 19th century guys. Although, I mean, those ones can be like relatively actually simple in how they're constructed. Yeah, sergeants can be really hard because they just have so much like swag in them. But Sargent, you know, struggled with that shit just as much as we did apparently. From his own writings, he like restarted. I mean, the Madam X one, he made like 30 sketches over the course of a year before he finally decided on a pose and position that he liked for Madam X. So, and there was one too where Sargent was drawing this lady, and he spent 8 sessions drawing her, and he like restarted and scraped like 3 or 4 times. Restarted from scratch, scraped his painting down, and then on the 8th session, he was like, nope, I quit. You're not getting a portrait. And he just didn't give it to her. Did you ever finish the Dionysus drawing completely? Which one is the Dionysus? Was that the full figure cast we did? Wasn't that Diogenes? Yeah, art's a hard career in terms of viability. You should only... Oh, yeah, Dionysus. That's the bark plate. No, I'm gonna finish that. I'm like 3/4 of the way done, but I haven't touched it in a week. And then he did come back to that lady like a year later and paint a banger portrait of her. But Sargent was like notoriously fickle and restarted many times. Like he was a struggler, and he also wrote too several times about like how he didn't get how other painters were able to like get so much detail and be so technical. So he was not like a guy who was like, oh yeah, I'm goated. Oh man, I don't remember her name. I don't remember her name. The stories are pretty well documented. If you Google like Sargent like restarting portrait or whatever, you might find it pretty easily. I just crash out when I see people use AI for art. You know who I saw? There's a YouTuber who's like pretty popular, who's definitely using AI now, and a bunch of people commented this on my ARC video, but I didn't really think much of it. I just wasn't really, you know, caring too much about it. I'm gonna dip in. I need a little bit of it does need to flow a little bit better, and I could just use more paint, but I'll use a little bit of this solventless gel. just a bit. I kind of ignored it a little bit. I just didn't care. I was kind of over that stuff for a week, so it was too much. But this guy, Alpay FA, he's like a big YouTuber. I was like, you know, I'm gonna look into this last night. I want to see if he's talked about this or something. And then I looked at his most recent art on Instagram, and instantly I was like, whoa, that is just straight AI copy. Holy, like that. It was, yeah. I'm really like not, I don't want to be the champion fighter against AI. AI doesn't make me like cope and seethe and mad when I see it. I just see people who can paint use AI and just make the most like generic slop ever, and I'm like, oh. Oil painting isn't expensive. I think oil painting is expensive. I mean, you know, it depends on where you live, but like, and how much your currency's worth for sure. But you know, if you're in America, I recommend probably at least $100, probably $200 to be safe and have a little bit of flexibility. And like your starting setup paints, probably gonna spend like 60 or 80 on your first set of paints, and then like, oh, $20 on brushes, and then maybe you're gonna need a palette. You're gonna maybe need some canvas boards or some palette or some painting paper too. You know, like, it's, yeah, probably, I think like oil painting, yeah, it is expensive to some degree. I also think that like, and people should just practice drawing anyways. But like, just do oil painting when you're ready to make that investment, when you got that money and you don't got to worry about it. If you try to do oil painting and you're like, oh, it's so expensive, I have to conserve every drop, like, I think you're gonna lose a lot of the experience and like not be able to learn as much. And there's plenty that you can get from just drawing. So, yeah, I spent about $200 when I got my supplies. Yeah, I think that's about right. Do you guys know how much actual good pigment colors cost? I mean, yeah, like super expensive brands can be over $100 a tube. But you don't really need that stuff unless you're like really, really deep into something specific. Okay, we need another tone. I pushed this tone as hard as I could, so we need like a general half tone. So I'm gonna, like a darker half tone for the rest of the face. So I'm gonna get one more brush for that. I'm just organizing myself down here, putting my brushes down. I already got fucking paint on my hand, dude. I always get paint everywhere, man. I can't do it. Like, I'm not like a neat painter. I don't know how people stay clean while painting. I'm like #1 fan brusher. I love fanning it out, bro. I love these fan brushes. Spent like 30, but that's the equivalent of 60. I don't know. How'd you do that? Maybe she's the double up trick. She's the hermit card. How do you prevent wrist pain? Oh, are you getting wrist pain already? You're in for a long road if you're getting wrist pain already. If you're getting any sort of actual pain, which I've dealt with a lot, I've dealt with a lot of wrist pain. I'm dealing with wrist pain today and this week in general. Unfortunately, you need to loosen up your grip on the pencil instantly. You need to start drawing more from your arm, from your shoulder, but really mostly it's indicative of underlying problems of normally upper back tightness and lower back pain causes this type of stuff, like shoulder immobility. The most important thing that you can do to reduce pain is just to like stay active, start moving around, stretching regularly, you know, go to the gym, do basic shoulder. You can look up some shoulder mobility, strengthening on YouTube with like 2-pound weights you can do. You have to do that stuff or else you're always going to have problems. If a simple lifestyle adjustment doesn't fix it, then you're in for the penny, in for the pound. You know what I'm saying? This needs to be a lot more blue. I'm like way too warm here. So I could put black and white into there to make it cooler, but I'll just use blue because I have some in my palette. I got weights actually. Let's freaking go. And also you can start gripping your cock too. Let me grab mine 1 sec. Wait, I need to find this quick before people start reacting to that statement. Fuck. I'm digging around for my cock right now, 1 second. Don't react to that statement yet, chat. Wait, this is gonna be really bad if I can't find this. Where was it? It's always on my desk. This is really bad. Hold on, chat. Hold on. Just pause the stream. What did I do with it? I always got it on me. I always got that thing strapped on me. And now is the one time I start talking about it. Oh, I found it. COC, Captains of Crush. Or cock for short. Oh my God, did you guys hear all my knuckles just cracked? You gotta start ripping these. Okay, if you wanna avoid wrist pain, start ripping these. I actually don't even know. This is like a 9. Shoot, I hope more is bigger. I think it's like I don't remember what it was. It's the same one I got. I told you about. It's like a 7 or a 6 maybe, or maybe it's like a 3. I have no idea. But actually, what really has helped me more than anything else is rice bucket therapy. You just have a 5-gallon bucket. You put a couple pounds of rice into it, and you just put your hands into it, and you like do this shit, and you do this shit. That helps your love life too. You do some of these, do some little doggy paddling. You do some of these in both directions. And it's like physical therapy in water, you know, it's like a weighted resistance. That makes my wrists feel so much better when they hurt, actually, instantly. Jake, do you recommend streaming? It seems fun. It's not fun if there's no one there and you feel really awkward talking to yourself. You really kind of have to build an audience somewhere and then bring the audience to you. If I was streaming to like 1 viewer and then like there were like 0 viewers and then one jumps into the chat and then you're like, oh hey, what's up guy? Yo, like thanks for joining in. Thanks for joining in, Mako. And then they leave and go back down to 0 and you just go silent again. That probably is like the worst thing in the world. So it's just a blessing that I can even have like, you know, 5 people or whatever. I have no idea how many people I'm streaming to right now. I don't have the thing up. I probably have like at least 80. I don't even have the thing like on my screen most of the time. That looks about right. It's probably a bit, you know, this like halftone here, it's very bluish greenish. Probably need like a little bit more white. 275, 268, 300. It's exactly 80. I knew it. I knew it. It's probably like the right color. It's probably like a little bit too much space in here. I think like the hair is probably like, beep. You know what I'm saying? And this halftone also, it's like more blue. This is a really cool bluish halftone. Let me throw like a bunch of blue into there and some white. Does tryharding color picking game help? Oh, the game. We don't talk about the hue game, bro. We don't talk about the hue tester. That was because my monitor was calibrated poorly. I was actually on a world record pace, but I had poor monitor calibration. I did that with my new monitor, which isn't the best monitor. It's not OLED or anything, so I probably still wouldn't get it, but I easily could get it, but I probably still wouldn't. Like if I didn't, then you would know why, but I could. But we don't, that's the old Jake. We don't talk about that anymore. Is this the right color? Is that the right color? It looks like the right color. I think it should be definitely lighter. I'm just gonna rip it. I need to stay broad. I need to just, oh, that's bad. I need to stay broad and kind of work over the whole area. Oh, my Belotro music ended. No, it didn't. It just went from one track to another. That stream was traumatic. I mean, you guys never even think about the streamer. The streamer has the hardest job in the world. And you guys are so selfish. You never even think of them. We're like out here defending the last line of defense even. It's a thankless job. Hardest working, most underappreciated even. We're kind of the last line of defense. Against what, you ask? That's the game theory, baby. Game theory. Essential workers. Yeah, this is why I got my mask on. Use graphite my whole life and try to switch to oils. I can guess values, but having trouble guessing the hue. What should I do? Love from India. What's up, Shamik? Who is the painter of this reference? Oh, I knew someone was going to ask. It is a Polish name from the Polish Museum website. And, oh, I knew somebody was going to ask, dude. I meant to put it on the screen. I meant to type it on the screen. Wait, I have an idea. I'm gonna put the image, I'm gonna take a screenshot of the name, and then you can Google this and put it into the Google. Little quick tip there on how to find things. You just kind of put it into the Google. Bring back Roblox. I'm in a hard spot right now because I don't want to do like these high effort videos and then just like throw out like a low effort gaming video. So I don't know, I've kind of cornered myself on some of this stuff, but on the same time I don't mind. You know, I'm definitely gonna bring in more like kind of tutorial oriented video. I know people want okay. I know people want more stuff like the oil painting video too. So, oh, how did Michael get that? You guys goated. Kurzanowski, Conrad. Do you get like the I don't think Polish has a rolled R. Not that I can even roll it well. Kurzanowski. Almost? Kurzanowski? It's probably Kurzanowski. What is the accent over a Z? How do you accent a Z? Polish has got to be one of the meanest looking languages to read. No, that's not true at all. Probably the Scandinavian or the Nordic languages, those look pretty bad. Finnish looks... I love the Finns. I love you very much, but your language is fucked up. It's just every vowel multiple times in a row. How the hell do you fucking read that? Polish is pretty hard, I feel like. If I see a language, all right, this is like I'm really good at GeoGuessr, obviously. I'm very good at geometry. Geology. I'm really good at geology. What's the map thing, guys? What's the map thing where you find actually? I know what the word is, I'm just blanking. Guys, I'm like a painting teacher, right? GeoGuessr. Geo stands for... Jesus, I just gotta get off this topic. I'm gonna lose subs. If I see... Oh, I'm just gonna go on. I'm not gonna look at chat. I'm not looking at chat for a minute. If I'm on GeoGuessr, Geometry Guesser, and I see somewhere that has a lot of accents and a lot of random consonants mashed together, I'm guessing... If it's a lot of accents, I'm guessing Czech. If it's not quite so many accents and there's ski at the end of the word, that's Poland. If there's just a million vowels mashed together, that's, you know, like Finland or maybe Sweden or, you know, the Nordic area. It's a bit too, this color's not accurate. Okay, I'm gonna look back at chat and everyone's gonna be nice at me. Geography. You guys are good. You know, you guys are good. That's what I like here. We have a dynamic. I learn a little bit from you. You guys learn a little bit from me a lot. I teach you about life. You teach me about your funny little words. It's a good dynamic. It's funny how you know all these big words. Geography. American ja ja ja. I know you're Greek. You don't have to say ja ja ja. You can say eksa eksa eksa. The Greeks have taken over my Twitch chat. It used to be the Finns. Maybe there's some Finns here. Original composition in the future. You know original. Why is that guy's name like that? Hoppy, how'd you get your name like that? Is that the same for everyone? Wait, my chat's catching up on my other browser. That's Dark Fantasy, man. Original painting composition in the future is Dark Fantasy. Never give up hope. It will come. 2026 is gonna be huge. A Jake original. You ever lose touch with understanding it's a verified mark? Oh, I would have it too. Wait, is Hoppy somebody famous, guys? I'm guessing you're like, maybe you're a VTuber. You're part of the Hollow Live, probably. Whoa, you got subs. Let's freaking go, chat. Let's freaking go. I have a cool stamp. That's cool. If I ever watch a YouTube live stream. $2060 Dark Fantasy update. Yeah, the Dark Fantasy stocks are rich for opportunity right now. Rich for opportunity right now. They're at an all-time low, but they just don't know, guys. I am pumping the Dark Fantasy stock. It will come back. It will come back hard. 2027 is going to be a huge year. I really will. I will do stuff like that. I just want to be honest, it's not soon though, because I want to make tutorial-ish stuff. Fun tutorials, though. And I want to make cool stuff too. I still have my Blender video. I haven't given up on the Blender video. That video is like, it's coming. And that video unlocks a lot of pathways for me too, because Blender, it just unlocks a lot of video production stuff too that I can be excited and have fun with. And I want to make a lot of shorts too. Yeah, I have a lot of work to do. All right, we need to be much darker in this area. I'm kind of throwing hard. Oh, by the way, we got the Let's Cook apron on. Tried making some shorts today, couldn't bear it. It's a beautiful thing to just make a wonderful work to make a piece of content in only like a day. It's fun. But you know, I'm a content beast. I literally have like 100 shorts ideas just written in a list on my phone. If I could defocus my camera so you couldn't read them, so you couldn't pause and zoom in on the madness, I would show you guys. You guys won't be able to see on this camera, right? That's too small. Let me show you the you see that? Nah, you won't be able to see that. Let me show you the Jake ideas list. All right, we're starting at the bottom here. Is that just all? Wait, that's just one piece. That wasn't long at all. That was like 2 blocks of text. Yeah, this one. We get down to the bottom. This is the content ideas list. It's just one random notes file on my phone. Still going. Oh, there we go. There's the top. It's about like 2 years worth of videos. Oh, what's up, Mulaney? Thank you for the one Rio, the one, aren't they called like Reals or something? What's the Brazilian? The Brazilian currency called? I Googled Brazilian dollar and it's telling me that, look at this. What? How is, thank you for the peso. Thank you for the peso. I'm trying to find my, there we go. Appreciate that. Come to Brazil. Come to Brazil. Habibi. I'll come to Brazil, Mulaney, all right? All right, I need to be darker in here. I'm basically like a desaturated brown in here. That's probably even a little bit too warm. So let's try again there. Really just desaturate just means we need black and darker. So the black kind of kills two birds with one stone there. I'll even throw a little bit of blue in there just to speed up the desaturation. It's a little bit more saturation killing for brown than black. And we're getting a little bit too dark now, which is fine because we can add a little bit of white and maybe a little bit of yellow ochre again to make it more greenish. Actually, I'm gonna not do yellow ochre, I'm gonna do cadmium yellow because that will make it more actually greenish. Yellow ochre will make it more muddy. A bright saturated yellow will make it more saturated, which I just said I was gonna desaturate it, but I actually think it's more kind of like greenish black. So I'm gonna add a little bit of that in. Mix myself into some circles, you know? There we go. That's like kind of a dark green now. We're still not quite there. And there's multiple colors in here, so I gotta just squint my eyes and average it out. I think just a little bit of white should take me to that range and then I can come back to it. Probably still a little bit saturated now though. Let me just add a little bit of black and white. I definitely just mixed myself into a circle, but that's just what it is, you know? Thing is, I think we're too desaturated now. I gotta chill out. Who is Helena Pruska? I don't know. Doesn't sound, is that a Polish name? Doesn't sound Polish. But most of these like famous artists were traveling around quite a bit. A lot of the Polish ones went and studied in Paris. I don't know, I wonder if there was a Polish academy? It seems like most of the Polish artists studied outside of Poland. There was a lot of them though. Poland was had a ton of killer artists in the 19th century and 20th. Really, really good artists. I've been painting for 2 years, finally making progress thanks to video resources and Discord. Hell yeah. Pick why no palette knife? I just used a palette knife to scrape. I don't mix with a palette knife. Yeah, I don't do that. I don't know. I don't think it would benefit me. I mean, you could keep things cleaner, but I don't know. It's just a pain in the ass. I like mixing with a brush. I use a different brush for each color, so it doesn't really get in the way. They're not any in Poland in the 19th. Yeah, that's what I figured. Because most of those Polish artists seems like they studied in the it seems like they studied either at the Russian in the St. Petersburg Academy or they went to France. There's a really, really good one that I thought for sure was a French one, but it was actually a Russian. Or he did it in the St. Petersburg Academy. Okay, without expanding, we need to just fill in some space here without getting getting caught up in too many tones. She might be an artist. A lot of these guys painted other artists. Most of them moved to Paris and Germany. Yeah, there was a really good school in Munich too. I don't know, there's a lot of really good German artists. I mean, like, you know, Klimt, obviously, or Klimt. Where is the Klimt, guys? Please let me know. There was a lot of really good German artists that went to the Munich Academy as well, who got pretty goated. They got pretty good. I want to say, you know, I'm just a French Academy fanboy though, so, you know, a lot of the people went to like Julien's too to study with, that's Academy Julien in Paris, for those who don't know, to study with Bouguereau and Lefebvre and Fleury and stuff. So I need kind of like, even that is too dark and saturated. This is like, I don't even know what I'm doing right now. I gotta lock in. I gotta focus up. You guys are distracting me. Sorry if it's an annoying question, but do I have to learn drawing before painting? Yes. It's asking because I was seeing some uni electives and the painting course first requires, yes. And really, since you're going to uni, they're not even gonna properly teach you like enough about like actual drawing stuff, so it's still gonna be a waste. I mean, it's never a waste. It's never a waste to paint, but to be honest, I don't like to say like super limiting things that will like hold people back, but if I have to be completely honest, if you don't have drawing skill, you will be severely held back trying to paint. And the vast majority of drawing issues, or of painting issues that people come, especially my Discord with, are just basic drawing proportional form issues that they need to work on in painting before they, or sorry, in drawing before they go all the way to painting. Because the thing is like, when you're painting, you're still doing all the proportions. You still have to get all the proportions right and keep track of them for the whole drawing. I mean, that is the whole drawing. You have to keep track of the form of the face, right? The three-dimensional planes of the face. So you have to keep track of, you know, the surface that you're moving on. If the forehead is flat and I'm moving angled down across the side plane, I'm bumping out over the cheekbone. That's going to cause a light plane here to appear on the top of the cheekbone there. Like, this is just what painting is. In Ingris, or Angra said, I'm just gonna call him Ingris. Ingris said that drawing contains within itself 7/8 of painting. And he is right about that. So, but the thing is when you move to painting, you still have to keep track of all that drawing stuff, but now you're doing it with like a much clumsier, more difficult tool, like the brush. And then on top of that, you have to think in color, right? And color is not just black to white. That's the hard thing about color. Color is a multi-variable problem. It's not just this black to white, like a linear scale. It's, color is, and not to like confuse and overwhelm people, but color is a three-dimensional space. You can traverse, through a three-dimensional space in saturation, hue, and value at the same time. So you're not like just making the problem bigger in scale. You're also adding a new dimension that you have to think in, which is hard. Like sushi chefs who never touch fish and they have 2 years of rice. Yeah, I worked in Japanese restaurants. I mean, we're not that hardcore. Maybe that's like an actual like Japan thing. That sounds like something that they would do in Japan. And like, I'm not the type of guy to be like, oh, you got to draw boxes for 2 years before you can even start, drawing a portrait. No, like you should jump in and do things that are too difficult for yourself. But like, those should teach you lessons. A lot of people, I feel like they come to me for critique, and I'll be like, hey, these are all just really basic drawing issues. You need to work on your proportions. I'm not saying it like that much of a douchebag. I'm trying to be somewhat encouraging, but also sometimes you just got to tell it to them like it is. If somebody comes and asks you specifically for critique, you got to tell it to them like it is. That's your duty. As long as you're not being like a discouraging asshole, and as long as you're not wrong too. You can be a little bit of an asshole if you're right. I don't know. You shouldn't be a dick. You'd be like, these are just, basic drawing issues. You're losing track of proportions. You need to learn basic structure and form of the face. You need to learn basic proportions of the face, that type of stuff. And then you can, you can deal with all that stuff within drawing, and that will help your painting kind of passively. Your painting will just like naturally get better. And I'll tell people that advice, and most of them will just be like, oh no, I'm not doing that. I'm a painter, and they just never respond or whatever, and they're out. And that's your God-given right, if that's what you want to do. How do you build patience? It took me years to build patience. I mean, I'm way too fast on everything, I'm making stupid mistakes even in this painting, I think you just gotta learn, you just gotta learn, how to measure, how to check for stuff. I realized, I decided, I wanted to get really good at drawing and, or art in general, which I knew drawing was for some reason a part of that. I was just interested in drawing. And I decided that I would do, whatever it took in order to get good. I'd learn any technique that it took to get good. I'd, take whatever class I needed to take. I just wanted to really improve and get better. And what I thought at the time was I just need to draw a bunch of boxes. I have to, do a bunch of technical perspective work. I need to learn all this anatomy. I did that shit for years until I realized that doing whatever it takes to get good also meant things you need to slow down and you need to improve, your mindfulness and how you approach problems too. You also have to work in ways that are uncomfortable. You have to do techniques that you just need to slow down, you need to measure, even if that's not your natural inclination. If you really want to get good, you have to learn stuff that's difficult to learn. And for a lot of us, that's just slowing down, it's just being mindful, paying attention while we're drawing, that type of stuff. And that sucks, everyone wishes that doing what it takes to get good just means that they just have to do some sort of specific training exercise and have their anime arc and then they're there. But it's not so easy as that. It actually has to be hard stuff that challenges you. People ask me for my my book recommendations, my YouTube recommendations. It's tough for me because I like some stuff, but I don't like a lot of stuff, and it's hard for me to and this is hard for me too, because I don't mean any offense to when I say I don't like the approach of Stephen Bauman, I don't mean any offense to him, and I don't mean that he's bad. Stephen Bauman does a lot of great stuff. I can't look at a Bauman portrait and be like, oh, this guy's got no idea what he's talking about. Of course he does. He's been doing it longer than me. He's better than me. He's more trained than me. But I don't like the approach to education of a lot of people. Most of the fine art world comes from only a couple sources. One half of it is the Atelier Fine Art World, the Florence Academy School of Thought, which is the Stephen Bauman stuff. And then the other common half you see on the internet is more of the Proco, West Coast entertainment design style. I don't mean anything about these types of people personally. I'm sure Proco's a super nice guy, and I got a lot of, hell of a lot of respect for him for building Proco. And that guy is the GOAT to a lot of us and to many of us, and I've seen so many of those videos. But Proco's got a lot of great stuff. The problem I have with recommending anything is I just fundamentally disagree with a lot of the way this stuff is approached. So I have a hard time recommending anything because I just look at this stuff I think a little bit different. The one book that I will recommend is, I have a list of free books in my Discord. It's kind of hard to find. You have to scroll down and there's something called Jake's Resources or something like that. There's a channel called Jake's Resources, and in there is a list of free books. And there's one book called Drawing in Charcoal and Crayon by Frank Fowler. And that is a book written by Frank Fowler, is a guy in the 1880s who studied with Sargent. It's pretty easy to read. The only, like he talks about buying sheets of paper for like 2 pennies a piece. Not super relevant anymore. But otherwise, like a pretty easy read that still applies to everything today. And that's a really great book that is standard academic technique from back in the day that you don't really see anywhere else. I really like that book a lot. I think for anatomy too, like Richer is very good. The red book on anatomy, human anatomy by Richer, I can't remember his first name. But also I don't think that's like a good resource for beginners either. So I don't really know where to point beginners, and that's why I've developed a course with the guy who taught me how to paint too, and has all these same ideas, and we're coming out with that in about a month or so. He looks like 24, 25. The mustache is aging me, man. I am 25. He's 53? Yeah. Before the divorce, I was 53. How much value do you think there is in doing... What about the Russian Academy books? I like the Russian Academy books. I like the Russian academic technique a lot. Paul Richer. Thank you, Dr. Paul Richer. Yeah, I like Russian academic technique a lot. You can look at Mogilevsev's books if you like the Russian technique. That's he's still alive, actually. He still teaches, but his books are good. Oops, that was supposed to be my light brush. Yeah, his books are good. Mogilevsev's books are really good. Why is that so dark? He has the blue book on Russian academic figure sketches, Russian academic drawing, fundamentals, and what do you call it? He has a painting book and a composition book, and they're all quite good. They're a little bit expensive. Practice and Science of Oil Painting by Solomon's a good book. Yeah. He's kind of he's an English artist, so. Just kidding. I like Solomon's work a lot. Solomon's really great. I'm a French fanboy. Answer, please. Jake, are you working dark to light, then putting in the lighter hues, like later, like on the forehead and the left eyelid? Yeah. Changes every once in a while. Yeah, I tend to put in the darks first because they help key where the value scale should be, compared to, the white of the paper and stuff. So I'll put in like the hair and the background and the blacks first, and then I will put in a general tone for the face. I've actually probably made a little bit of mistake here. I don't know, it's okay, but generally I try to block in the lights a little bit too simple. Because I'm talking and I'm distracted and I'm just chilling, I've mixed up a few too many intermediate tones here, so I'd probably try to keep things a little bit more simple. But yeah, general light tone, a general shadow tone. There's just a lot of, it's not a very unified shadow in here. There's a lot of bouncing light, a lot of indirect light, so I gotta mix some more intermediate steps as I work around. It's kind of like a vibes-based approach. Yeah, you're welcome, Joshua. Thanks for fucking hijacking the whole chat away from everyone else, just so you can have your little moment. Thanks, Joshua. That was all you. I'm definitely not, this is Joshua's question. Just ignore him. Just kidding. Just kidding. Mogilevsev. Mogilevstev. Mogilevsev. I'll just type it in chat. Mogilevsev. I might not know what geography is, but I know how to spell Mogilevsev, all right? That's just the type of special interest I bring to the table. The real academic approach, I think, is a vibes-based approach. You just got to accept that. You got to accept that. I know it sucks to accept because you want an answer to everything. But you gotta have some vibes every once in a while, man. Like it's the real truth. And that sucks. But it's also awesome. And it makes painting more fun. Get an intermediate tone here. Just this is too light. This seems to be like a darker, more yellowy green here, just to transition out the shadow. Yeah, that's fine. And then there's like more of a hardcore, like blackish brown. It's kind of like creeping in from the background here. This is the stupid paper that sinks in and absorbs everything too. It pisses me off. It gives Europe a country. It's a continent. Geography is not a place. I said how to spell geography, or even what geography is. That was the debate earlier. I just thought it was geology. Europe is a continent. Let's freaking go. Let's go. Told you guys. I'm on it. This is why it bothers me. First off, this is why there's a no politics rule, because I can't stand the circle jerk in the Discord. But it bothers me where like people will just solely identify like or come in here and like ask me about my stances on like different political things going on in the world. It's like, why the fuck would you? I don't know. I didn't know what geography was. I kept forgetting about the word 30 seconds ago. And now you want my stance on like international conflict? You come to me for my special interests, not my unspecial uninterests, you know? Like this is what you gotta just accept, all right? You get what you get. Geography is a philosophical rock. I'm thinking kind of big picture because the Earth, to me, it's not divided by borders or races like it is to you guys. It's divided not at all. It's one big rock. And so it is kind of all geology to me. It's kind of all just the study of life and Earth and love. So, you know, like, yeah, I think of things differently from you guys. Keep up. You know, that's all I got to say about that. It's like, even if I gave you a great take, if I gave you a really great political take, I think that would make you feel worse, because you're like, that take is coming from this guy, so I must be wrong, right? Like, that should be your only reaction to a good take from me. Unless it's on, academic painting stuff. That's the only stuff I feel, comfortable and confident about. You gotta take the vinegar with the sugar, you know? I'm honey and he's Vic vinegar. Yeah. Thank you, Eli, for demonstrating the type of questions that get you put in a timeout. Appreciate our brave soldiers in the chat that want to hear my opinions. They won't get them. Don't ask me if I've ever seen a movie. I probably haven't. Don't ask me for my letterboxd. I don't got it. Okay, I'll give you my opinion on like some select frozen items in the Costco freezer aisle. I feel comfortable sharing a little bit of my knowledge about that, but I'm not too confident I don't have a high confidence interval. I'll feel comfortable talking about 19th century French academic drama, painting, or figures. People, artists. I feel comfortable talking about, well, we're kind of hitting the end, actually. We're kind of hitting the end of things I feel comfortable talking about. Maybe like some select video games, some select. God, this is so sunken in. I don't have a letterbox. I know. I've never seen any movement, any movies. Jake, important. Jake in chat, important. Guys, hold on. Let's lock in here. I don't understand why or how you would have your palette vertical. Does gravity not work for oil paint? Oil paint is thick and sticky. Oil paint is very thick, so you can have it vertical and it normally doesn't slide off. Sometimes it will slide off if you get a little oil under the paint. So what I do in those circumstances is I use my palette knife and I smush the paint on the palette. And what that does is it sticks to the palette. Did you drink your water today? Brother, this is vodka. Cheers. Back up, Jake. Everybody be like, Jake's looking so scrumptious today. I just want to impregnate him like a seahorse. And then I get a little closer to the camera. All of a sudden, back up, Jake, back up. Back into the goal. The TikTok filter is not applying because you're too close to the screen. Gotta choose a side, guys. Gotta choose a side. Pick a side. I don't drink alcohol. I don't think I've ever seen you paint something in real life. We have a YouTube viewer here. Well, yeah, we have a YouTube viewer here. This actually, how many painting streams have I even done? One? Is this my second one? I don't even know. Maybe I haven't done that many. Probably get that like shirt color in, then I'll do the lips. Imagine being PN the simp side. Oh, on. Hunted for Sport Gang joining in. Let's freaking go. Based and preg. If you don't watch movies, what do you do? You're literally looking at it. And a little bit later, I'm gonna show you something that I do. I'm gonna show you a little bit of magic that I do. We're gonna bust out the nubbies, guys. I'm thinking I'm gonna bust out the nubby after this color study. I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of magic. If you don't know what that means, you know, you'll find out. Who are you painting? Brother, it's on the screen. Really, I wake up in the morning, guys. I go to the gym. At the gym, I do about 20-30 minutes of stretching and ab exercises, core exercises. And then I'll do chest or back, or I will go and do cardio, or I'll do legs. I did legs yesterday. And then I'll go home and I'll make a smoothie using low-fat Greek yogurt, fruit berry melody mix, and some orange juice. And then I will do some Discord stuff. I'll paint. I will answer emails. I will do administrative tasks until about 11 or noon or 1, depending if I'm painting or not. And then I will do other sort of editing, video producing or stuff until 4 or 5. And then I'll eat some stuff, and then I'll, maybe do a little bit more until like 6 or 7, maybe. I don't know. And then I'll, maybe play like a video game or two. Turn it in at like 9:30, 10. Mix, rinse, and repeat. That's the life. If I am, how long do you play Dota 2 for? 7 hours, 8, 9? I play about 1 hour of Dota 2. 1 to 2 hours of Dota 2, 2 to 3 times a week. That's my Dota hours. Lately, I've been indulging in like a game of Balatro at lunch. This is going to be way too yellow. I need to paint the white cuff, the coif, the collar. How do you clean the palette if it's wood? You scrape it. You think your media consumption actively affects your art and creation process and interests? Yeah, I think certainly. I mean, I think everybody needs to just look at a lot of art. Like I look at like 19th century like museum and paintings and you know, museum websites and stuff, and zoom in on that stuff, and I browse eBay for 19th century drawings that are up for sale, and I look at auction house listings and stuff like every day. Yeah, and I love, you know, there's certain YouTubers that I absolutely love and that like shape the type of content that I want to make. You know, I've mentioned Captain Disillusion before. That guy's like literally the goat of content. I'm mixing paint over here. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. A little bit more yellow in there. I love the theory. I like the academic stuff. That's unhealthy. What's unhealthy? Oh, probably the Dota thing. Who? Captain Disillusion, man. He's the goat of YouTube. He's been around forever. He makes videos, like kind of fun videos about VFX but it's not really intended for people who like VFX, which is something I find really inspiring because I want to make oil painting videos that get people interested in oil painting even if they don't really know anything about art or oil painting. That's kind of always been my goal. And there's like, you know, certain like gamers and stuff that I watch. I've always liked gaming. I don't really have like a lot, you know, like I don't have the willpower to commit to anything right now. Needs to be like a little bit more blue and a little bit more yellow. Kind of knock this down a tone. It's like this bluish greenish gray on the darker side of the collar. Something like that. What kind of music do I like? I like, to be honest, guys, I'm gonna just keep it real with you guys. I'm not even gonna lie. If I was like, you know, if I was trying to impress somebody, just trying to sound cool, I'd probably, you know, skirt around the true answer a little bit. But, you know, we're here. I love hyperpop. I love 100 gex. I love insane, stupid, terrible music. I also like, you know, I don't know, man. I'm really bad. I've always loved hip hop. Hip hop was probably, you know, like Kendrick and, oh, I'm so bad at naming this type of stuff. Like, people ask me, like, who's my favorite artist? I have a playlist with, like, hundreds of songs. And, like, I've like, obsessively listened to hip-hop and stuff. You ask me to name, like, 2 artists that I like, and I'm like a complete idiot. People ask me, like, who my favorite artists are, and I'll just forget all artists. Drum and bass is okay. I like drum and bass. I've liked a bunch of different EDM, like garage pop UK and that type of stuff. UK garage pop and that type of stuff. I used to like, you know, a lot of house and bass house and stuff too back in the day. Don't really listen to that stuff as much anymore. I never really used acrylic, to be honest. I like a lot of... Let me look at my Spotify here. I love To Pimp a Butterfly. I think I really do love Kendrick a lot. One of my favorite artists. Oh, I mess with some breakcore. I do love a little bit of Elvis Presley. I like, you know, really normie, terrible, like, I guess metal. I don't even know what to call it. Like Deftones and Fleshwater and stuff. Like the type of stuff that people who actually like metal would make fun of me for. I like Christmas music too. Big Christmas music fan. And if you don't like Christmas music, you hate God. A little bit of this yellowy tone for the neck. I do like, you know, like 40s, and I just like the Fallout New Vegas soundtrack, actually. That's like 30s, 40s, 50s music. Dean Martin, some Sinatra. How often do you sketch? I'm not like super regular because I make videos and stuff. So sometimes I literally will go like weeks without drawing or painting just because I'm like working on a video and editing like crazy. So I'm not really the most consistent person to ask. But I'm always working on something creative, you know. I would like to see you try to dip into expressionist paintings. I'm just not interested in that at all. But just because I feel like there's so much to figure out left with realism. Like I'm not even anywhere near close to what would even begin to start to even comprehend the skill cap of realism. So I just have no interest in expressionist stuff. There's another part to that message. Acrylic? I would like to try acrylic because a lot of people shit on it, and I'm sure it is terrible, but I would like to try it. It'd just be a fun challenge. I like to try different mediums and stuff. I find a lot of the people that say stuff like, oh, you know, like realism's boring, think that they capped out on realism. They do like one like photocopy portrait, and they're like, yeah, realism's so boring, I hate it. And they think they like capped out on it, and they just like they did it. But there's just so much creativity and expression and stuff that you can do within the confines of realism, and like so much new groundbreaking stuff that you can do and invest in that nobody's done before. That I don't think I'll ever lose interest in it. There's just too much to learn. More than a lifetime's worth of stuff to learn. Oh, it's too the grayish orangey here. There we go. Probably just needs to be lighter and like orangier. Looking at the reference helps me, or looking at my computer monitor helps me get a second view on it. Probably still too dark, but actually really close there, actually. Huge digital illustration. I don't like digital. I just don't enjoy the experience of digital. Do you believe in God? No. Nothing wrong with God. I'm just like not super into it. I did go to Bible camp when I was like 12, and I had a good time, man. There was a lake. You know, we'd jump in and swim, and we did. I remember we went once. We had like this thing with like the whatever. We had like a preaching time of the day, and he was like, "What's the most important part of a flashlight? The bulb, the case, or the batteries?" I was like, probably the batteries, you know, and he's like, it's none of that. They're all the most important part. Just like, I don't even remember what the lesson was. Just like we're all children of God or something. That's the only thing I fucking remember. We did archery, that was sick. I did get a kid's adventure Bible after that, and I did go back to believing in God for about, I don't know, but I never read the Bible or anything, so I think I just kind of chilled out on that. I kind of forgot that I believed in God after that, so I stopped. I went to church and stuff as a kid, but it was like a non-denomination. It was like not really like a Catholic or stuff like that. They do that type of stuff different in other parts of the world. If you're from an Orthodox part of the world. I didn't really have that fear of God struck into me as a kid. You think the tooth fairy's real? You know. I don't give them up. Don't give up my teeth like that. DK. Donkey Kong. I just want more Balatro music, man. Painting with ambient lighting rather than direct lighting. I mean, there's a lot of bounce light and ambient light in this, but yeah, I've done paintings that are entirely in like overcast or halftone, and most of the drawings I do don't have a hard direct light source on purpose, because that's like much more difficult to paint without a hard shadow. And so I trained specifically for that, yeah. You know, after a while, you can become more in tune with halftone specifically, and you don't need to rely on shadows in order to create, you know, light and dark division. It's tough, but that's how people should train. I'm not, you know, like the beginners do need something with like a super hard shadow that splits it in half just so they can like have some proportions to grasp onto, but you got to get off that stuff pretty quick because you don't want to teach people just to draw. That drawing is copying light and shadow shapes, because it gives like it's like, you know, a 2D view of it's a 2D view of what drawing is, and that's not, you want to stay away from that. IMO. I don't think site size or gridding or stuff is good to introduce to students either, just because it has you know, more drawbacks than its benefits. And I just believe in whatever the French did, man. They were really freaking good, and yeah, I'm just French. I'm 19th century pilled, man. Yeah, simpler education. Cut into this a little bit too dark. It's okay. This isn't like the most accurate colors ever, but I'm just kind of chilling and vibing and just chilling and vibing, you know? I'm such a Francel. I'm so bonjour pilled. I'm so baguette maxing. Oh, my shirt's not striped enough. I don't know, man. I'm just so French pilled. I can't stop. Have any tips for beginner in oils? I'm interested in transition from acrylic to oils. Get better at drawing. Get better at understanding the planes of the face. Learn how like lights work, lights and darks hit objects, and how to carve planes. And materials don't really matter too much, but paint thicker with oils. Like people just paint. They paint too. They pussyfoot around, you know? Don't pussyfoot around your oil paints. Oil paints need to flow. They need to be thick enough on the canvas that they'll actually flow and move across the surface. And people just try to be like, oh, I'm gonna delicately put this on. I'm gonna like glaze the. Hello? We should be back. Let me give this a refresh here. That's probably what when YouTube was telling me that there was some sort of critical error, that there was some sort of massive critical error at the beginning of the stream, and you guys were like, no, it's fine. I was like, all right, cool, we're good. That's probably what that was. I don't know, the encoder just like died. I switched it to 1440p, so it's not 4K anymore, but it should be fine. Too close to the camera again? You think I'm too close to the camera again? Your voice is very thin now. Huh? Guys, am I too thin-pilled? My voice is high pitch. What? This doesn't make any sense. I didn't change anything. Hello? You have beautiful skin, Jake. Come closer. I just want to harvest your skin. Hello? I didn't change anything. Wait, refresh your guys' page. All I did was just drop the resolution. It's the same. Isn't that just how it sounds? Okay. I have a very, very, very masculine voice. I was just joking. What type of joke is your voice sounds thin? That's so oddly specific. Somebody said, yeah, same, too. Yeah, it is. Vanilla, you're banned. Violet's banned. Who even comes up with the idea to say that, oh, you're so skinty. You're so skinty, queen. Your voice is so skinty. What does that even mean? I meant your voice is high. I know, that's what we're talking about. You're banned. You're banned. Only Glazers in chat, bro. Only real ones out there are the Glazers who always tell me what I want to hear. I'll EQ the shit out of the bottom end of my voice. I'll bass boost that. You hate me because I tell the truth. Your voice sounds pretty normal to me. Pretty normal, huh? Couldn't just give me the full normal. I'm just kidding. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? I need to carve out like the left side of the nose. Where's like my dark brush? I'm trying to look, which one's my dark brush? But dark halftone brush. It is this one, but it's gone wild. I normally have a little thing of solvent that I use to dip in so I can wipe it off better. Think you're so good at drawing. Modded, VIP, thank you. New mod. Yeah, just post drawings. If any of you want to get unbanned, you just have to post good art in the Discord. It's simple. That's a very fair rule, I think. They have to be academic studies, cast drawings, figure drawings. And they don't have to be good. They just have to. You have to show that you're putting in work, putting in effort. You know? I'm very fair. I don't actually rate just the skill level of people. I rate the amount of grinding they're doing. And if they're improving. Or if they're trying to improve at least. Like actually. Jake, I have an art history exam here. It's 1 a.m. here. What's the implication of this? Do you want me to feed me some questions? I'll help you out. We can study right now. Then you don't have to leave. Feed me a few questions. Art history is not that hard. This is the left side of the sphere of the eyeball. Should be like a slightly darker halftone here. Oh, I need to do the lips. I keep forgetting. I'll have to get a new brush for that. We'll do like a medium or small flat for that. Have you ever done fan art? Yeah, to my tier 5 subs. They all get a personalized fan art every day. Jake, did you ever do glazing or maybe plan to try it? I have just never felt the need. I've never felt like I've had a color that it was just impossible to get to without glazing. To be honest. Oh, I did want to use this a little bit more. Where am I? This one. Yeah, I think glazing is just best used to make adjustments for stuff that you missed on the first try. And I don't miss. Just kidding, I miss all the time. But I really just never felt like there was anything that was like too hard for me to hit without glazing. A lot of people will be like, it's so complicated to get the color right on the first try. That's why I intentionally undershoot the color a little bit off of the chroma in a dead color layer and then mix out a certain medium mix to get the right thickness of paint before I use a specific pigment that's more transparent than others and then try to hit a glaze that will layer on at a percentage of its actual chroma after it's spread out thinly over the painting. And it's just so much easier to paint this way. Sorry, you guys got me. I got a little fired up about glazing there. Art is not that art. It's very repetitive, bro. Does anyone know what that guy means? Is he talking to me? I'd love to talk to that guy about that. Yeah, post your homework from in between classes anytime you want, Jordan. In that channel. Kind of scared to post my art. We're actually nice. I don't. There's no critiquing the Discord unless you ask for it. Now, if you want to post in the Critique Wanted channel of my Discord, let me just say, bro, you're muted. I know these games, brother. You're muted. See you later, buddy. See you in 30. See you in 30. You're mute again. Violet? See you in 30, buddy. See you in 30, buddy. Thank you. Goodbye. Can't get me twice. You can't get me twice. You fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, you don't fool me twice. Easy. I was talking about something. You ever try eating crayons? Yeah, I got you like that. Well, we got Marines in chat. Got the army in chat. If you post in the Critique Wanted section of my Discord, just know that you gotta look. Here's some actual good art advice, guys. Never take advice from somebody, or never take critique from somebody that you wouldn't take advice from. Just note that if you're posting in a public critique channel, I can't moderate every single thing in there. A lot of the people who give critique are beginners. Because, I don't know, I was like this too. You always got the loudest mouth when you know the least. So you gotta just understand that getting public critique anywhere, there's some risks. You know, it's not always gonna be perfect. And somebody might just be saying something that's completely nonsensical that sounds like it might be right too. You know, sometimes in the critique channel, I come in and lay down the law pretty hard, and I just, you know, fire out a few good critiques, but I can't be doing that all the time. It's too it's just time consuming. We fucked up this nose so hard. It's the Dunning-Kruger leaking out, yeah. Hold on, I fucked up this nose really bad. Good night, girl. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm going to bed now. That's what I should have, guys, when I muted that guy earlier, I should have said, good night, I'm going to bed now. That would have been funny. Would have been like the Haktua girl, if you know what I'm saying. Just a little, that's a little something we can try next time, guys. I'm always coming up with new things. Kind of looking like, she got that Voldemort type swag. I'm gonna bump this over. Big please the lips. We're getting to the lips, all right? We're getting to the lips. This was fine before I fucked it up so hard, so really the whole nose just has to move over a little bit, so we just gotta do what we gotta do here. That would have been funny, right, guys? Nobody commented on that. That means it's funny. Normally that means it's funny. Little comedy tip. I'll see you tomorrow. So Haktua pilled, man. She's the best. Wait, bring the nose in a little bit over here. Pull some darks back into this. We're covering so hard, guys. Sometimes you gotta go backwards to step forward. And sometimes you have to just scrape the whole thing and start over. That time is not now, though. This is positioned correctly now. This probably just means this eye just needs to bump in a little bit too. We're getting to the lips. We're getting to the lips. Who is Haktua, by the way? Genuinely curious. Someone who has lived under a rock. Saddam Hussein coming out of hiding, being like, is Haktua a dead girl? Yeah, she did die in the terrorist attack. It was kind of sad. She pulled the crypto rug pull, but that doesn't mean she decided to die with that car bomb that ran through a barricade and blew up with a bunch of fertilizer and gasoline in the back. Nobody deserves to die like that, so it's not cool to joke around. Whoever asked, you know, Q asked who Hakutua Girl is, it's over now. You don't need to worry about it anymore. I somehow avoid. There's multiple people in my chat right now. How is Violet back on another account? I respect the dedication. There's multiple people in chat right now who don't know who Hakutua Girl is. I'm genuinely. How are you alive without knowing who Hakutua? Do you guys know about the Costco guys? We're the Costco guys. Double chunk chocolate. You know, like 5 big booms. Sorry about your dead brother. You guys know about that type beat? Vaguely? What Costco boys? I feel seen. Boom, boom, boom. I heard about that recently. What? How do you find my content? Well, I guess maybe these are just like painting nerds. But you don't know about Hakutua and Costco guys. Hakutua even hit like the that first before, I mean, like a day before it was a super ironic thing. It was just like a millennial or like Gen X like Facebook meme. Like that one has hit literally almost every demographic on Earth. It seems to be kind of bluish. Like you guys know, you don't know about the time that the Rizzler went with the Costco guys to Costco, and also the guy that plays fucking Siege. Oh my god, he's so cooked now. He's not even like Jinxie. And also I think Jinxie was there, and they were all there, and then the Costco dad was coaching everyone different takes on the type of the choreography of the Costco guy's bit. Like, no, you need to take a bite out of the double chunk chocolate cookie first, and then you say we're the Costco guys, and then you say I'm gonna give this one a boom or a doom. And then that video of them leaked online, and everyone was like, whoa, the Costco dad is like running this like a circus show. You guys don't even know about that. I'm a little bit worried that you've just I'm worried for you, just to clarify. I'm worried for you, not me, that you're running through life not knowing about that. Like, to me, you know, these are just like given facts of life. And you guys don't know about the boom scale. You don't know how many booms or dooms something can get. You know how many big booms something can get. You don't know which rate. Like, if I told you something got 5 big booms, you wouldn't even know. You wouldn't even have something to compare that to. You wouldn't have a metric for that. You guys are blowing my mind right now. Good song. How do you get likeness from direct painting? That's all in the drawing. Just gotta get your proportions right. You gotta understand, you know, the planes and such and such and such. 5 big booms for your brother passing, yeah. So in the Costco guy world, 5 big booms is the most amount of big boom. That's a max penalty. But that's like getting 5 big booms is a huge honor in their culture. So like if you have something like great, like a nice meal or something, you know, you'd give it 5 big booms. If you're sorry about somebody's brother passing away, you would also give them 5 big booms. It's kind of like it's a big honor, and it's like, you know, typical Costco guy culture. Live, laugh, love, Hakutua. Did you sniff turpentine? I keep it open, buddy. I used to think of Jake as my art teacher, but now he's just like a guy online who's too online. Guys, this is just simple, like, everyday survival guide stuff. Like, if you don't know this, like, you're gonna get caught out lacking in the streets. Some guy's gonna come up to you in Target and he's gonna be like, what color are your underwear? You know, this is for TikTok. I'm doing a street interview. And you're not gonna know the necessary brain rot to win the prize. So really, I'm just trying to look out for you guys, because painting is a little bit about, it's like a little bit about life. It's a little bit about love. It's a little bit about laughing. And if you don't know the culture, then you know, what are you gonna paint? You know what I'm saying? Do you have a window open for all that turpentine? No. No. I don't have a window open. I'm in my cave, okay? The shadows I cast on the wall and I paint them, okay? I don't pretend to know that I can open a window and not breathe in the turpentine fumes. I'm not like you guys, all right? I accept what I have and I'm happy with it. I turn on the stream, I start yapping, and the chatters come and go. You know, I don't even look at the number. Okay? Unlike you guys, you're like, oh, you can open the window. There's like a whole world out there. Three-dimensional figures. You guys are the little shadows on my wall of my cave. And I'm okay with that. These lips are definitely more red than that. They're very like bluish pale red lips though. They're maybe kind of orangey too. I think I just said every color. Honestly, not far off, but a little bit lighter, a little bit more red. So I'll put some saturated yellow in there and some saturated red in there. Do you know what oxygen is? You guys are, you're so caught up in trying to understand the world that you don't even look in front of you. It's like people, you know, using glazing to paint 19th century paintings. You know what I'm saying? You're so caught up in your little feeble techniques that you forgot to just look and just paint. Use actual turpentine or odorless thinner. Yeah, I use like an odorless thinner. I'm not even using any solvent though right now. I don't normally paint with solvent. This is a little bit of solvent-free gel that I use sometimes to loosen it up, but like that's as far as I go. I'm locking in right now. You're really good. Thumbs up. Hey, thanks, man. There's just those chatters that come in, and they're only in the stream for like 2 minutes, and they miss the Costco guy. They weave right in between the pregnant seahorse talk and the Costco guy talk, and then they come in and they hear me talk about some like painting thing for like 2 seconds. They're like, "Oh, nice painting, man. You're really great," and then they leave. And they don't even know the horrors that they narrowly avoided. And we love them. They're a core part of our community. You know? We love them. Poor innocent children. They're living a beautiful, blissful life, just like me in my studio, okay? They're unbothered. They're just like, oh, I gotta pay my taxes later today. I have to like go spend some time with like my beautiful wife and kids. Like, I'm just gonna pop in and just say hi to Jake and like maybe give him a friendly compliment, brighten up his day, and then I'll be on my way. Like they're like God's children right there. It's beautiful. It's a great thing. I'm like super off on that color. Andrew Kadima, he seems like a nice guy. He's a good painter. Don't really know anything about him. I know he started a YouTube video recently. Finish my daily domestic violence. Finally getting to enjoy it. Jake, don't draw. Thank you, Alexander. Happy to be there after a stressful day. Which of the 7 deadly sins are you affected by? That's a good question. What are the 7? There's sloth. There's wrath. That's like anger. That's like me when someone asks me like why I don't glaze enough in chat. There's sloth. There's wrath. There's lust. Also known, just the gooners, they call lust gooning. They call wrath crashing out. They call sloth, I don't know. I don't know what they call sloth. I don't know what the other ones are. Oh, gluttony. Oh fuck, what do you say? What's that meme? You know the meme where it's like someone's sending like a screenshot of a text on their phone and they have the McDonald's app on like the bottom hotbar where you put like your text messages and your quick access items. Big backed. Gluttony, they call big backed. Lust is gooning. Wrath is crashing out. Envy is, I don't know. I'm stuck on, wait, it's gotta be a good one for greed. Greed is just the people who, well, it's actually the opposite of that. I was gonna say it's just the people who just say everything is capitalism. Like every time there's any issue in there or anything in life, they're just like capitalism. That's the opposite of greed. Sloth is bed rotting. That's good. That's good. Yes. Okay. Sloth is bed rotting. We're rewriting the Bible on this one, guys. We're rewriting the Bible on this one. They're like, oh, I was late for class today. Like, I had to like tie my shoes and I didn't know how to tie my shoes. And so it took me forever to like watch a YouTube video. And I just like, I hate this capitalist world for like causing economic incentives to open shoe factories and force us to like stick on like a clock which has schedules and, puts my class at the same time that I need to be there. I hate capitalism. Church with amateur oil icons. I don't know what that means. Thank you, though. Bag chasers is great. That's good. Which ones of the sins do you feel most affected by? Probably... It's definitely not... I don't care that much about money. Probably we straight gooning out here. Never stop jelking. I'm lust maxing. If I had to choose one, maybe. Just to keep it real, I knew it, says OnlyFangs. Yeah, thank you. Another person says, I knew it. That is real. We romantics. You're so right. We're romantics. Sorry, guys. I'm just romantic like that. You can really you just rewrite. Man, people who talk, they're so good at that shit. You can just change the words that you say and just get people to make anything sound good. Little language quick tip for you all. Romanticism is dead. Romantics don't mean gooning. So brave of you to admit. Thank you. I am brave. I am brave. Thank you. I was just thinking about that. I'm so brave. Don't say pride now. Don't say pride. I'm not looking at the chat. I'm not looking. You can't say bright if I'm not looking. How old are you? I'm 25. Intervention much. What are your opinions on New Masters Academy? Says Elon Musk. A lot of the courses they had at the beginning were good. I love Steve Houston. That's the first classes I ever took were from New Masters. Russian academic drawing's great. Glenn Vilpu's great. Steve Houston's really great. Fun person to talk to and listen. There's a lot of good people on there. I think that over the past 5 or so years, they've really expanded super hard, and they put a lot of classes in there, and they do the live thing now and all that stuff. I'm not sure you need all that, and I'm not sure of I just don't like all the Florence site size type stuff that they put in there. I feel like they had a really unique pool of teachers there, and now it's a little bit more, but all that stuff is still there, so I'm not gonna say it's bad. You know, it's like a decent price. I mean, it's expensive. It's like 60 or 70 bucks a month or something like that, but it is a lot of great classes. So, I mean, if you're talking about like how much it costs to get a good education, I mean, that's not a really bad price versus taking even just any in-person art class is gonna cost you a few $100 at the minimum. If you go to college, thousands. If it was the real Elon, I'd ban him, just to be honest. The tilt of the mouth is like a little off. Probably just like push this over a little bit. Probably pull this in a bit better. Yeah, my workshop's only 55 bucks. That's a really good deal. Did you go to art school? No, I dropped out after a year. It was like the worst year ever, dude. I mean, like, I took like a drawing class, or like it was like drawing 2. It was like the second drawing class, and my teacher was like a 1960s trained like abstract expressionist, childlike wonder type artist, and oh my god, I was so annoying. I was like, I just want to like draw. I just want to do like technical stuff. Like, I'm not gonna listen to you because you don't believe that skill or drawing or form exists. Like, we're not even like playing the same terms here. We would do like it would be drawing, but then we'd do like 2 weeks of like abstract expressionist collaging, and then we'd be like, okay, this week we're gonna do color pencils, and like that would be the week, and it would just be like random shit. And we did like 1 week of figure drawing, which was nice. But there was no instruction, no technique, no nothing. Yeah, those people are very formative in me being an asshole. The type of guy I am, I mean. I'm just looking at the paintings back and forth a little bit here. This is like way further than a color study, by the way. I'm just vibing and talking and stuff. There's probably needs to be some like transitioning planes along, well, definitely along the edge of the hair, because it's just on there super hard right now. Here's my camera. I mean, you're never gonna get the same color. Like, even if I look at the preview on different monitors, like one of my monitors is really warm and one of my monitors is more accurate, I think. I don't know. 2 of them are just different colors, but I don't know. They're both good monitors. I don't know which one is actually accurate. I guess they're on the same screen. I don't know. My color temperature probably is a little bit cool. Or you said it's too warm, but I think it actually looks a little cool, at least on my monitor. Yeah, it's just hard to capture stuff. Every screen is different. you fuck with Pinterest. Yeah, you know, maybe. American universities are a waste of money. There are good art schools, art classes. They're just few and far between. And I have my own problems with like ateliers and stuff, but you know, Lime Academy is still going to be better than any school in America if you want to learn how to like actually paint. Even though I disagree with some of their education. Are you listening to the music we're hearing for pleasure? Yeah, I am. Do you think I just do it for pain? Oh, I had my blue light filter on. Looks way cooler now. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. The problem with using Pinterest, you should use, Pinterest is fine. It's just a collection of photos. The problem with using Pinterest is that like, you end up just becoming a Pinterest. Like I see these artists and I'm like people will post in my Discord and I'll be like, oh, that's that Pinterest picture I've seen 100 times. Like, there's that Pinterest demon. You know, you become a Pinterest demon if you let the greed consume you. You know, you have to be careful. You don't want to become a Pinterest demon. Pyramid scheme. I don't think Pinterest is a pyramid scheme. Could you give some tips to me because I'm a beginner? That's kind of a vague question, my friend. You know, join the Discord. There's lots of resources and stuff in there. Some books and free stuff in the Discord and reference photos and people doing all sorts of stuff, type of work, you know. It's probably a good place to start. You know, my only tip to you is just to start drawing today. Start just Googling stuff. You're gonna get a lot of terrible and bad advice, just to be honest, but that's just how it goes, right? You just gotta start going in some direction and then start, you know, figuring out if it's even the right direction. And you might get fucked a little bit. You know, if you want to pay for a class or something like that, you know, some decent classes out there, that's a good idea, but also like you should just see if you like it first, so. That's my tip to beginners. Start drawing. You know, my alternative to just painting Pinterest portraits is just to copy master paintings because they teach you more and they're more fun, and you can look at museum websites. Like, it's from one of these Polish museums. I actually don't know which. Maybe Michael's still in the chat. He can tell you exactly which Polish museum this painting's from, or you can probably just Google the name on the screen. Ugh, I muddied that up. I'm probably like calling it here. I might play a little bit of Nubby, guys. I'm gonna maybe keep the stream running and play a little bit of Nubby. I don't know, might not even know what that means, but that's just kind of the Nubby type flow. You gotta just fix the dirty halftone I put down. That's perfect. Maybe pull this in here. That highlight wasn't well placed. It's fine. Just pull a little bit of extra light on there. I'm somewhat happy with it. It's not super accurate colors because I really kind of overstretched myself here. I mean, that went for what, like 2 hours? That's like super long too. That's about twice as long as normal. I don't understand what Jake says anymore. If you don't understand what Nubby is, you can just tune in. Advice for art teachers. Warsaw National Museum. Oh, it's the Warsaw Museum. Okay, cool. After watching your thousands art tutorial on YouTube without picking up a pencil, you evolve into a master artist. You're so true, bestie. Can't find the Discord link. It's in the description of this video. It's in the description of every video. Read the note. Read the note. Read the note. Let me take this off here. Wait, how much paint do I have in my hands? Actually, it's not bad at all. Does anyone care about barbecue from Roblox? I haven't looked at my Roblox account in a long time, so I don't know if barbecue ever logged back in. I guess I could. I'm probably not logged in, so... Oh, wait, my mic's on there. Let me swap. I used to check all the time for Mr. Barbecue. I used to check all the time and see if he was you eat the leftover paint. Yeah, you scrape it up and you put it in a jar and you have to let it ferment in order for it to be safe. So many people got exams tomorrow. What the fuck is Nubby? Let me put you on. Let me put you on real quick. Hold on. Is this the right one? Yeah, hold on. Just give me a second here. You guys are gonna get pegged. You're gonna get nubbed. We in this. Hold on. I'm gonna pause the music. And let me route the music into the right place. Pegged? Question mark, question mark? You guys don't know anything. Sound settings, whoops. No, volume mixer. I clicked on that. You are gonna go into the aux input. You all hearing that shit? You all hearing that? You're hearing that, all right. Let me turn it up a little bit. We will up the compressor threshold and I'll side chain it to my mic. Actually, I should do this. Up that to there and I'll side chain it to my mic. Okay, so now when I talk, the volume goes down. And when I'm not talking, it goes up a little bit. This is that type of like sewer music. Let me put the video on the screen. Window capture. Nubby. Oh, we're so in it. This is a game about art. It's a game about life. Why is this not going? Why is this on top? Oh, whoops. There we go. This is a game about art. It's a game about life. There's pegs involved. There's some pegging involved. And it's really, it helps you learn about things. Hey, you must be the new employee you were telling me about. I've never played it, by the way. My name's Tony. I'm going to be your supervisor. My job is to show you how to run the factory. I don't care about your name or anything, so let's just get into this. First things first, welcome aboard to Nubby's Number Factory, the world's leading number manufacturer. The main control center of the factory. Your first task is to launch our mascot, Nubby, down the pegboard. See, this is what I'm talking about with getting pegged. Hold down right mouse and left mouse to launch. Wow, you're really good at this. At this factory, your only job is to make big numbers. By launching Nubby at these pegs, you'll earn however many points are shown on the peg. The number shows how many points you made in a round, and the bottom number is the goal. If you beat the goal, the board restocks. If you get a really high score, the board restocks. Blah, blah, blah. It's fine. We'll figure it out. Basically, you just gotta get some pegs. That was pegtacular, pegalicious. You're a star. How did we get here? I'm building up to a really cromulent point about art and life. I'm sorry for stealing NL's word there. You can rearrange the pegs if you want. Oh, dude, that was bad. I fell right down. Every time you launch Nubby, you lose a life. If you run out of lives, the sun will explode. Keep making numbers and nobody gets hurt. Start you off with a new factory. Jake, what happened to the painting? I'm still working on it. I'm about to paint up something that's going to teach you a little bit more about life. 2x score right there. Didn't quite make that one. This is huge. It's Peggle pilled, but it's more than Peggle. Because Nubby gets a little bit crazy. I'm still painting with my left hand. You want to hit the high numbers, because the high numbers, they fill up the score more because you get half of what the number is. And then you buy some thingies. Jake, I don't want to learn about pegging. It's the number factor. We're trying to make factories. Why is the factory exploding the sun? The sun only explodes if you run out of nubbies, guys. Let him cook. Thank you. Thank you. Somebody let me cook. You can get flamethrower, a random peg will explode and pop 8 nearby pegs. Summon 1 quill that falls from the sky and pops 1 peg. Every 5 pegs popped. Monstrosity. Every 1.5 seconds. If Nubby's still alive, summon a meat orb that will float around and pop pegs. Meat orbs die when Nubby dies. I'm kind of cactus pilled here. Oh, I only have enough for 1. I can expand this for 5? Oh, I only have 4. Okay, I'm done here. He's cooking something. Is this the new Balatro? This is the new Balatro. So, wait. Every 5 pegs pop, 1 quill falls from the sky. That was not my best shot. I'm not even gonna lie. I would need to hit the 32, really, but... Okay, we still got it. Let's hit these high numbers. And we gotta keep Nuggy we gotta keep Nuggy alive. Gotta keep any of these guys. Special round, sneaky snipers. This peg will pop the highest number peg pop will not pop its... Yeah, I'm sure that makes sense to somebody. Oh, I'm nubbing. Nuggy emoji in the Discord. The CIA made this game. If the CIA is doing stuff like this, I feel like we can keep them around, you know? Revolution ain't that important. We can get you got loot. Perks are permanent. You can't sell or get rid of them. The buckshot perk. First peg popped. If the first peg popped was the highest number peg, force triggers the items... I need water, dude. This is like a tongue twister. If force triggers the items in slot 1 and 2 times each. If Nubby dies and you pass the round goal, force triggers the item in slot 5 twice. Well, this one actually does something. So the first peg pop, we get double cactus. Oh! We're cooking so hard here. We are cooking so hard here. Oh, I can upgrade cactus to make double cactus, but I'm kind of feeling like I'm going squirmy. 5 pegs popped. Give plus 5 points for every item has triggered during the round. 1 in 50 chance to metamorphosize. Sea cucumber. Every time Nubby dies, every empty peg will give points equal to... I'm kind of not... These are a little complicated. Nubby gives points equal to the number of times that Nubby has bounced this round. Nubby bounces. That sounds pretty good. I'm gonna go Squirmy though, because that's a sick-ass name. I feel like we're all Squirmy deep down. Oh. I'm not feeling good about that one. Oh! Oh, baby! All in on cactus, trust cactus. Okay. We're trying to make a cactus. The first peg popped is the highest peg. Oh, we want to hit the highest number peg first. We want to hit 64 pegs because then we double cactus it up. And we start to build massive synergy. Stop nubbing. Turkey Tom, 4th century AD. Sometimes I watch those Turkey Tom videos. I just watch like random shit when I'm painting. And I'll watch like a video about some like insane TikTok person. That shit gets way too crazy sometimes. It's just like, it just makes you feel bad about life. And I think we need to be talking about like the political and economic state of the world, you know what I'm saying? I don't really need to know the Grabbatron. I don't really need to know the inner workings of the TikTok Gooner circle. We can get key, question mark, or gold. I feel like we gotta go. You can't get to the key. We're grabbing this. Oh, my Squirmy metamorphosized. That's huge, guys. We got Floody now. Every 2 pegs give plus 3 points for every time this item's triggered. So every 2 pegs, we get plus 3. We got something in the Grabatron, too. 85, we get a random, common, 8% chance for a perk, rare item, 2% random, rare perk. Kazoo. Every 1.5 seconds, double a random peg. That's a points generator. It's all about generating points. Oh, we still got 6 left. When did I get 6? We're going key. I'm feeling squirmy. I listened to Kanye's new song, and that shit was, yeah. It's kind of sad to lose your boy like that. Kind of sad to, you know, I liked late registration and stuff growing up, but it's hard to watch. It's hard to watch something you love fall so hard. Why is there a facial hairless picture of you in the game? Am I doing it? Oh, you guys, it's not really a... I was thinking the other day about what would happen if I went back stashless. Just, you know, big things could happen. Just got back to stream when he turns into gamer. What's up? Where's the art at? You're watching it. I'm not making art, I'm making love. I'm making something more than we can comprehend here. Oh, huge 256 pop. And we're getting the extra gold from the gold nub pegs. If you went stashless, the sun would explode. I feel like you guys, I'm hiding my power level. Quite possibly. Oh, this is key time. Huge key time. We can reroll. Crazy straw, spend 1 coin, 50% chance to gain 2 points. Every peg pops, you spend a coin, but you have a 50% chance to gain 2 coins. Must have at least 1 coin for this item to work. So you gain a coin, but you have you lose a coin, but you have a 50% chance to gain 2 coins. This does nothing. Mathematically, this is nothing. Have you heard of Larry? I'm not familiar with Larry. I don't like to break things down into the mathematicals like that, but if you lose 1 every time, but you have a 50% chance to gain 2, I think that just means 1. It's 1 times 1/2 of 2. That's 1 times 1. I might not know what geometry is, but I can do that. I don't know where it is either. If the first peg popped, if the first peg popped is the highest number peg, multiply score by 2 times. Oh, we already got mad synergy with first peg popped, because we're first peg popped to score 1 and 2, trigger twice. That's synergistic, baby. Now we hit the highest peg. Oh! We're building huge synergies here. I think, you know, oh, we're gonna hit the sniper shot? Oh, I missed. I missed terribly. Just wasn't meant to be. 512's hidden, bro. I need to hit the birds. I need to hit the highest peg. Wingless Fly would be huge for this run. Isn't that what we got? Yeah, this is... Oh my god, Kazoo is popping off. Look at this guy. He's doubling every time. Hit him once. Oh, I won by like 5x. You don't even play ranked. Guys, for me, nubbing my shit is it's a full-time job. It's a solo adventure. The Drainer perk. Drain Gang. First trigger, 10 pegs pop. The first trigger... To every 10 pegs pop, force trigger your leftmost item, but lose 5% of your total points. It's a little bit hard to be drain ganging when I'm losing points. Cheesy perk, every 3 seconds, force trigger all items. 3 seconds, see, I played enough video games to know that 3 seconds is a long time. I don't think I'm gonna live for 3 seconds. Leftmost item, but lose 5%. I feel like that sucks. Big gaming era. See, this is just the new Roblox. People ask me when the next Roblox video is. It's probably going to be something like this. Kazoo is going crazy hard right now. Kazoo just went all the way up to like 4,000. What is this? Is like a roadmap. I got 21 G's. Oh man, I'm not hitting the highest peg. Not my best performance. Not my best performance. It's RNG. It's not meta, Jake. You guys are gonna come to me and you're gonna be like, Jake, what oil painting palette is meta to run right now? And then I sit down in Nubby and you're telling me that I can't run cheesy perk? It's just ridiculous. You know, the type of, you would trust me to give you advice, but you don't trust me to make the right plays in Nubby. The ball just floated upwards. Is this like roulette? It's kind of like roulette. Okay, we can upgrade Cactus. Wait, we have a lot of money. We have 26. Now we have Cactus Plus. Very creative on the naming scheme, Nubby Number Factory. The only goal here, it's kind of like there's no RNG of a skill issue. The only goal here is to make numbers in the Nubby Factory. I can just sometimes look at chat. Sometimes I just open my phone, I look at my YouTube comments, and the top comment will be like, "You're literally the worst painter I've ever seen. Piece of shit. Make like a painting and hang yourself." And then I'll be like, "All right, that's cool." And I'll just close my phone. That's what looking at chat feels like sometimes. It's like a slot machine. It's like lottery. Tardigrade. Peg have 25% chance to double one random painting. Speaking of Roblox, I started shipping Jake and Barbecue. When Barbecue didn't see the painting, I was sad. We got the fanfic BTS fans in chat. We can get one more slot, or we can get two more slots. When a peg is halved, 25% chance to double. Well, we're already doubling with Kazoo, so I feel like that's good. That's really good. Let's get another slot. We got nothing left to fill. I need to hit the highest peg first. That's kind of our main problem here. Jake, you're a great painter. That's okay, guys. The negative. I'm not complaining about the the negative comments. It's totally. I genuinely don't mind. I just find it funny. Oh, I'm hitting. This is just. Guys, we cannot be putting the highest peg in the bottom left corner. This is a. Please. What are we doing? I need to hit it first. Okay, we have to. I'm gonna go here. We're hitting this, bouncing off this, probably gonna go this way, and then up to here, and then it'll go through the crack here, up, down, and to the left. Wait. Force triggers. Oh, I can't do it. That doesn't work. I need to stay alive as long as possible. My plan didn't work instantly, but I think maybe I just made a small miscalculation. We're so winning. Oh, we're so back. Huge nubby bounces. Make like a painting and hang yourself is kind of hard. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna be a hater, you know, at least be the best to ever do it. I do think that is true. I think we're all out-pegged. This camera angle is crazy. I didn't even have my preview up. Is the sun exploding really a bad thing? I mean, is anything in life really bad? You know, what do we care about life if at the end of the day and 500 trillion years the sun is going to explode, the Andromeda galaxy is going to really crash into us? It's bad because it ends the fucking Nubby run. You fool. What else is there to say about it? Every 3 seconds, the cheese perk triggers. We can get another stack of cheese perk. Or void perk. Force triggers the item in slot number 7 2 times for each when Nubby dies. Oh, we're kind of... We don't even have slots. Let's do a double cheese. I feel like double cheese has been kind of... it's been performing better lately. I might have been wrong. Okay, we need to hit this. Oh, I just dinked it. I'm like a sniper. Looney Tunes camera. That is true. This is a Looney Tunes camera. I'm still like way too close, but you know, we're hitting it. The type of I'll sit back here. Nubby is a little bit. They don't really understand the sort of rubber chicken. Every half second, if Nubby it's a rare item. If every half second, if Nubby's still alive, summon an egg missile that falls from the sky and causes an explosion that pops a row of pegs. We need to make some changes here, guys. I feel like Kazoo's popping off. I'm not sure Tardigrade is doing anything, but it might be doing huge things. Floody is our ride or die. One of these has to go so that we can buy Rubber Chicken. It's probably Tardigrade. And we want to force trigger that more. We'll just let Kazoo, you know, just roll. People watch my videos 2 to 3 times. That's crazy. Thanks. We run in the... My ganging neurotypical, all my homies got autism. We run in that crowd, and we love it here. I'm saying goodnight because it's 2 a.m. Bye, Jake. Okay. The Nubby haters are out, guys. The Nubby haters are out. They don't want to say it, but they hate Nubby. But I wouldn't... Oh my god, look how hard we're raining hell on these people. The only important thing is the Nubby run. You're right. Don't draw a game. We could just migrate to another planet with another sun. Risen with a tism? I feel like... Did we win? I don't even know what's happening. We're raining hell. Oh my god. I lost. I need to hit the biggest one first or I pretty much just lose every time. Oh, it's so bad. I could try to drain it down the side, but we're in trouble here. I'm gonna hit it right here, down the middle. Fuck. Look at the sun. Holy shit, that was traumatizing. That was traumatizing. Listen. You shouldn't have started listening yet. Not all the greats are made, in Rome overnight, okay? Some of us are made, with 2-day shipping. And I'm gonna deliver that to you here. That was Krista Stock. That's some sort of dinosaur. Jake, you've killed us all. That's just prophecy fulfilled. How am I supposed to hit these 32s? I'm never taking hit the highest number again, because it's all luck. I paint because it's a highbrow skill-based activity, and I can't be taking these luck-based activities. Sea cucumber. And Nubby dies. Every empty space will get points equal to the total amount of pegs that have been popped this round. A peg is popped when it's hit and halved. It's basically points equal to the total amount of things that have been hit. It doesn't seem very good. We're not hitting. We need each hit to be a lot. When a peg is halved, one random peg gets plus 20. Increase this number plus 20 for every time this is triggered during the round. That's huge right there. I'm $1 short. Huge. That's huge. Well, that is just insane. Sea cuber over every... Jake, is the meaning of life gambling? I couldn't see the word there and I thought it was rambling. I thought you were just telling me that I'm on another Costco guys explaining yap session. I think it's mostly gambling. But the thing is that you got to pick like a skill-based gamble like poker, and then you just got to get good. And if you lose the house and kids, that's on you, right? Those bounces were absolutely terroristic. That was some sort of terrorist operation. The placement of these 32s is crazy. I should have kept the run because that was just bad. You need to hit that. Oh, that was huge. The run is not over. And all of you who doubted are losers. 20 peg pops. Force triggers all items that summon anything. I don't really have a summon yet, but that could be good. We're not taking the highest number peg. So I just need to... That 64 needs to be on top. The run is so dead. Next round is the shop. If we can live this... You just gotta... Sometimes you gotta accept that you didn't get dealt a good hand. Sometimes you got pocket kings, the other guy's got pocket aces. You know, that's just how it goes. I'm so poker pilled now. Rub Tua ball on that thing. So, oh, it says nub. Ball Tua nub on that thing. How is that enough? I feel like we can do something with like pop those pegs on those things. Yeah. First round double rare. It's crazy RNG. I can't even afford the laser pointer. We're gonna take no's because it's rare. Pass round goal is a random peg will emit 3 snot shops that pass any pegs that they pop through. That is huge. The problem is we have to win without anything now. Oh. Are you guys seeing me snot shot on this? On that thing? That's Nubby Tua. Snipers. When we hit the snipers, it hits the highest. Oh, man. My laptop's pregnant from all this pegging. Huge. Huge. Keep drinking that seahorse potion. She got me with that pegging lotion. 15 pegs pops. Force triggers all X peg popped items. We don't have any of those yet. Mystery box perk. If slot number 1 is empty, a random Nubby Mart will appear in slot number 1 and force trigger 3 times. We need that to live. Huge. We lost, but it was huge. What is that? Horse pill. It was an ultra rare. This is the first sponsored stream. Yeah, I am. Oh my god, another double rare shot. We are popping off so hard here. First peg popped. A random peg emits a pulse that doubles pegs within close range. That is huge. It's an ultra rare. We have to take it. And we want to keep our slot 1 open. We expand just for the future because we care about our future. We are so huge right now. This is streamer luck. I'm so horse-pilled. This is kind of a color study in some ways. I want to... Yeah, I want to. Can you run for president? What type of policies? The drawing education would be crazy. The rest of the world would suffer greatly. Oh my... I just snot rocketed. I snot shotted so hard there. That was huge. We've never seen anything like that before. Oh, we're just dribbling on that thing. Peg Tua, dribble on that thing. We gotta stop with the... She did scam her audience, guys, and just for a real one, that's not cool. It's not cool. We Grabatron some of these. We get some perks. We need some perks right now to stay alive. Perca-Cola, maybe? Friendly Rock. When Nubby hits the wall twice, double 4 random pegs whose number is less than 32. It doesn't sound very good, but we'll just run it. We save here? Let's save. Let's save. There's a question mark coming up. Goose. Evil Goose. Oh, we're so huge right now. The color study is within all of us, to be honest. Oh, we're doubling, so... Never mind, we're not doubling hard. We still need to hit the biggest one first, because we double whenever we hit. Wait, is this double more than once? Oh no, it's getting force triggered. No, it's not. That's Friendly Rock doubling. Friendly Rock is huge. Run's dead? So is your entire fucking family, brother. Check in on him. Brain rot the game. There's nothing brain rot about this. Pregnancy test. Nubby gives birth to a copy of himself. I'm not looking at the others. Nothing brain rot about this, brother. I'm just getting a pregnancy test to give birth to multiple nubbies. Jake, I study muscular man for anatomy. Now even the babies I draw look muscular. Yeah, the whole thing with like anatomy drawing is like, I don't even know what these things do. Hopefully it's not. I'm still winning. We don't care. The whole thing with like drawing anatomy is that like people think that anatomy drawing just means you like trace and draw out every muscle and bone on the body, but it really just, you're supposed to use anatomy just to show where like something overlaps another thing. That's how you show anatomy without like making all your babies bodybuilders. When Nubbies launch, if slot number 1 is empty, we already have a mystery box perk. I don't think we can take another. First peg pop, force triggers all items in odd number slots. That is huge. Our pregnancy test can't be force triggered because it's a corrupted item, obviously. In case some of you jabronis were thinking. The double nubby is probably one of the biggest things to ever happen. I'm thinking I'm gonna hit 1 million? 2 million? I'm thinking big numbers here. I did that too, where like I started learning how to draw like anatomy and I just like memorized as many names and shit as I could. It's not super helpful. All right, I got 31. Let's just expand the cafe. Don't mind if I do. Noodle. That is a tapeworm. Mimics the effect of the most recently. Okay, we haven't eaten anything. Restores 1 life. We don't need that. Strawberry. Can we reroll here? +1 reroll and Nubby Mart. Pickle Rat. Always go for Pickle Rat. We're doing a reroll and well, actually I don't even know what it needs to do. I'm kind of used to seeing the legendaries now. I cried learning anatomy. You probably shouldn't. No, you do you. I've had an A in anatomy class. No, so that's a W. Let's go. Pops the lowest peg. Peg fully pop pops the lowest number peg twice. Gain plus 300 points when Nubby dies. Wait, that's good because I have 2 Nubbies. 300 is not that much though. This is a reroll. We got 2 rerolls, might as well use them. I'm kind of a peg half 25% chance to double. I'm a big doubling guy. Halves the highest number peg, doubles the lowest number peg. That's trash. Jacks. Pass round goal, summon a sharp shot that will shoot a... That's good. Wait, I want to upgrade that. Can I sell... Oh, we're double jacking it. We're jacking it so hard. We're jacking it to our nubby till we peg. This is huge. Snot slot should go into slot 5. I don't even have anything that makes 5 go more. Oh, wait, odd number slots. You're so right. I thought 4. I thought 4 was even or odd for a second. Oh, it's so huge. This round is going to be the one. I suck at drawing, but love to see you draw. Hey, welcome into the stream, brother. I hope you can pick up a few tips and tricks here. I hope you learn a thing or two about drawing, about form, about anatomy, about how to structure your values. Oh, dude, the Jax Plus is huge. Every round goal, we're popping 15 pegs. Why is slot 1 empty? Keep up. We got mystery box. If slot 1 is empty, put a random item in there and trigger it 3 times. We're empty slot 1 all day. Wait, we're force triggering odd stuff, right? Oh, we want that there. Fuck the rock. If you pass the round goal twice. Oh. Oh, more freaking snotting. Oh! We're owning so hard. Another rare. This is the God run. I'll give you guys the seed after. This is the God run. I'm giving you guys the seed after. Did you ever play Pop Tropica? Hell yeah, man. This is basically Pop Tropica. Inflatable dolphin. When Nubby dies, summon a beach ball that emits 5 streams of confetti when it pops. Pegs popped by confetti will give 100. Yeah, fuck it, man. Take rock. We probably don't need mystery box anymore, and we use this as an odd slot to get extra, you know, extra what thingies. Oh, look at beach ball. It's going so crazy hard right now. If you pass the round goal... Oh, we're so huge. Look at my nubbies go, man. I'm not playing a mobile ad, okay? There's no, like, line of people running. Okay, first, the reason why you know I'm not playing a mobile ad is because I'm winning, because I'm goated with that. And I got a triple rare setup right now and pregnancy test. You wouldn't see that in a mobile ad. They would be losing on purpose. So just like a little correction right off the bat to get us started. Wait, don't we want to force trigger things? If Nubby dies. Force trigger in slot 5. Wait. A random peg doubles. Wait, we want to force trigger doubling more so we get more points. This is going to be huge. Watch this. Okay, it wasn't that huge. It's so huge. We're 2x. Are you pregnant? Yeah, the pregnancy another rare. Oh my god. Look at this. Rare item odds 5%. We're so back. First peg pops. Well, that's just good. We need that. That's just better than this. First peg pop. Bro, this is just better. This is an ultra rare, though. I can't sell this. What do I even sell to get there? Wait, we go to the cafe, we make $1. Fuck. 50% chance to double coins. 50% chance. I can't even afford it! Oh. We gotta do some... I need this. I feel like Jax is huge, though. Sell Dolphin? I just got Dolphin, man. He's kind of an ass, though. I feel like... It's called Jake the Snake too, by the way. So okay, yeah, fuck Dolphin, man. And then we want to Jake the Snake max. When Nubby dies, we're gonna be triggering Jake the Snake. We want to get as many triggers. First peg popped. Force trigger Jake the Snake. Okay, yeah, we're huge. We're so. This might even be a 10 million run. This might be a world record run. I told you guys I got it. Oh my god. 10x crazy. We are going crazy style on the nub maxing peg machine right now. Oh, it bounced back up to the top. You guys just don't see people bounce on it crazy style like this anymore. Kindly explain this to my third world country being. Okay, this is Nubby's Number Factory, and we're trying to make big numbers. That's our only job at Nubby's Number Factory. And I have to bounce into the pegs, and the pegs give me half of their value to fill up the round goal. And then I got 3D glasses that first peg pops doubles all the pegs around it. And also, when I pass the round goal, I emit a bunch of snot that pops more pegs. And I'm also pregnant. I gave a birth to myself, so I got double Nubby. And I also, on the first peg, have a 1 in 4 chance to double all the pegs, so we're getting huge numbers. And then on Jax Plus, we're summoning a sword shot that pops a random peg 15 times when we pass the round goal. And then also, when we die, we're double triggering our Jake the Snake. He only has a 1 in 4 chance. Oh, and this is a guaranteed chance. Sorry, Jake. Thank you for walking. Oh, 65,000. Hit it. Oh, I didn't hit it. We're so close. We're about to go radioactive nuclear. I couldn't double my coins. I didn't have enough money to buy the thing that let me double them. Tart Lard upgrades the rightmost item in your inventory, deletes the leftmost item. Okay, this is huge. We're gonna grab a trash item. We're gonna upgrade 3D glasses or Snot Rocket. I feel like 3D glasses, we just want maximizing the doubling. Pedro hits wall, pop 1 random pick. That's dookie balls. Okay, then we go into here. Delete the left item, upgrade the right item. Eat. I don't have enough money. Oh no. Oh, it's so Jover. It's so Jover, man. I didn't have enough money. I was just acting like I had it, and I didn't even think about. I would have even considered destroying Jake the Snake to upgrade that bad boy. Dude, our jacks are so huge. But double this guy? We already have... We can get jacks back anytime, bro. We're going all in on 3D glasses. 3D glasses plus. First peg popped emits a peg... A random peg emits a super pulse that doubles pegs. We're super pulsing. We'll leave one open so we have an extra inventory thing. This is a... I'm not throwing. This is a 5 boom run. Oh! That's a 2x. We take 2x all day. Boss round. Holiday cheer. When pegs popped, all pegs will copy this peg's number. Oh, so when you hit this, everything turns to 128. We just don't hit those. Oh! How did I not win? Oh, wait. You're huge. We just gotta hit you first. Yeah. Easy. I got loot. Oh, we got a new perk. Okay. 15 pegs pops. Force triggers all X peg popped items. First peg pop, pass round goal, first peg pop. We need first peg pop. 10 pegs pop. Force triggers the leftmost item in your inventory. Lose 5% of your points. I feel like that's huge with the amount of doubling we have, though. We're doing this, and we're just double we're gonna double so hard, and we get more Snot Rocket procs. Force triggers odd items. Okay, this is where we go to the moon. Oh! It's just like that, baby. We went to the fucking moon. It's still going, baby. I'm in the S's. I'm in the... What is that sextillion? Can anyone tell me what the fuck is happening? I think I was doubling and then I was snot rocketing. It's just that easy. 99 gold. When Nubby dies, you'd snot... Why was I snot rocketing so many times? First pick... I have no idea what the fuck that was, guys. 2 million? We just got it like that. 130x. It's a world record right here. We hitting those sextillions, brother. They called me a virgin. I told them my nubby score. That wasn't that big. These numbers... Oh my... What is happening? When 10 pegs are popped, force trigger the leftmost item in your inventory. I told you I'm Drain Gang. When Nubby dies, if you pass the round goal, force trigger Snot twice. But I wasn't dying that many times. I don't really know. Guinness is knocking at your door. That's just how it goes, man. These are ass items, dude. Nobody cares about rock. Squirmy's he's kind of just there for the vibes. Another upgrade. Okay. We fuck the rock. Item on the left dies. Item on the right gets upgraded. Do we upgrade? Let's upgrade nose. Cafe. Run it. Oh. Upgrade. +1 coin for each remaining life. Easy. +1 net worth. +1 net worth. +1 net worth. Oh, +2. These are all ass, but I have a lot of inventory space. Might as well. Back to the dolphin, baby. We can't stop hitting rares. Summons a beach ball that emits 5 streams. I'm gonna put you here. You're gonna go into the odd slot, because the odd slot's trigger for some reason. I can't really remember. Yeah, fuck it. Okay. We're good here. This is huge. Wait, what is... A random peg will emit 4 snot rockets that pop any pegs they pass through twice. This is gonna go to the fucking moon. This is going to the fucking moon. 1 nubby's still a lot. Going to the fucking moon, baby. We are going to the moon. Well, actually, wait, we're on the moon, actually. It's right in the background. We left the factory and we went to the... That kind of tickled my brain in some sort of way. Hey Jake, what's your perspective if you have art block that cause you're sad? I think the cure to art block is just like learning new things, taking classes, trying to learn new techniques and stuff, because if you're just like trying to like randomly draw when you feel inspired or, you know, stuff, you know, inspiration comes and goes, so the only thing you can do is be disciplined and you know, try to take a class with somebody new, you know, online or something, and get some feedback and learn new techniques. That way you can expand what you think is possible. I just came back. Where's the painting? Let me paint you a picture of a life. Hold on. There you go. This is a gigantic run. I'm so in the thick of it. I don't know why Snot Rocket is triggering so many times. Like, is it okay to draw sad stuff? Or should I fix my mental... You just draw whatever you want, man. It's okay. When pegs pop, this peg will emit 2 snot shots. We already got our own. We supply our own snot shots. Why is 5 triggering so much? Oh, I think every time we're passing the round goal, this snot shot is shooting twice, which is causing us to pass the round goal again, which is causing him to shoot again. And then every time we pop 10 pegs from this passing the round goal, we're doubling everything, which keeps everything alive. Yeah, this is me. I made this game. This is my little guy. Oh, HDR hit me. Okay. I feel so bad for the people who just joined the stream now. Listen, I already explained, this is Nubby's Number Factory, where we try to make big numbers. And for a little bit there, we were struggling, trying to, you know, work our way down the assembly line and make some big numbers, but we know how to make big numbers now. We make numbers so big you've never even seen it. It's all over my screen right now. Guys, he's shooting his own snot shot. Is it even possible to lose now? I say that about life a lot. Every morning when I wake up. This just says 1 Q on it. This is 1 quintillion. You guys said that it was over? You guys said the sun was gonna explode? I said, hold on. Watch this. Let me peg you for just 1 second, and your whole world changed. So let me bust your peg for 1 second, and I'm gonna change your whole fucking worldview. It just it never ends. This is fucking. Oh, I told you guys I run the game in the number factory. We need another drainer perk, I think. Force triggers all X-Peg popped items. Do we have X-Peg popped items? These are first peg. We got a lot of first peg popped. Yeah, we don't have any of those. Nubby dies. If the round started less than 1 second ago, force trigger 1, 2, and 3. Are you sure? We don't even got a... I tried to die instantly. Wait! Guys, it didn't go off. Okay, we... just a little snot shot that time. I was a little worried. Oh, we need to pass the round goal first before we die. Hello, I'm a new editor. I was wondering what I should edit next. Please give me some ideas. Some like really hype, like Bang Chen edits. 50% chance to force trigger the rightmost item in your inventory. Sure. I feel like you should be on 7 then. Oh, we want to... Well, fuck the speedy perk. Emits the effect of the most recently... Oh yeah, we want maximum rerolls. I only take rares. I only take foreign cars, exotic ladies, and ultra rare items. Sorry. Oh, we can feed tardigrade. Peg have 60% chance to double one random peg. Sure. Sure. Let's get a cactus just for the fun of it. Back to the moon, baby. It's just that easy. Or am I being paid to play this? Nope. It's just a quick view into my own sick, twisted mind. I do this shit for fun. The lives are on my video for fun. Look at Cactus just raining hell on them. It's just too easy, you know? This is why we paint. Painting's never too easy. When I start playing Nubby, I just win every time, you know? It's just... It's hardly even fun anymore. Life's best when there's a little bit of ops. A little bit of op. I just click once. I just click once. Oh, board clear. Let's freaking go. That was only 10x? Chill. That was... What are you guys doing on this beautiful Saturday? I feel like if I was like... I feel like I should be like crack... It's like a Sunday afternoon. I'm winning in Nubby. I feel like I should be cracking a cold one right now. You know? I should be popping a Miller Lite, a Michelob Ultra. It's just... This is one of those times where you just want to just sit back and admire the beauty of life. The painting's there. We still got it like that. Let that score build up. I need some water. I'll be right back. Oh, 5 big booms. 5 big booms for Snot Rocket, if you know what I'm saying. I got some water. The water of an American man right here. Coca-Cola Zero. There's really not a lot of reason to drink water in the modern era because they've already perfected its form. One gold. $404. Well, guys, what number did I get? I'm AFK farming. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. We got another suspicious key. I think we need double pregnancy chest for sure. I would get 5 more drainers. I don't even care. Pants? What am I even grabbing? I know, I want perks. I don't even care about items. Cripplingly dehydrated. I'm pissing like yellow ochre, if you know what I'm saying. I don't even know what these do. When open gives 1 to 10 coins, and it costs 6 to open it. So it's just... I was gonna say it's always a losing proposition, but not for a guy like me. Let's go back to winning real quick. Not for a guy like me. Let me... Hold on, guys. I'm gonna turn off the compressor so you hear the true audio. The whole audio bar just turned bright red. That's what my inner thoughts sound like. You guys want to ask, you know, like what goes on inside the mind of an artist like me? You just found it. I like the quiet moments like this. This is like rain falling on top of your tent on a cool, crisp morning, July morning in the wilderness. It's relaxing after the bear attack that is this. Is this just what ADHD sounds like? It's ADHD before 5 ants. People were just raw dogging it for like 300 million years of human evolution. I don't think humans are 300 million years old. Is the bitrate not able to keep up with the... My hair's excellently coiffed. Thank you. Let me coif it. What is coif? Coif is pregnancy test, guys. It's double pregnancy test. Nubby's gonna die more, which will cause something to happen. Oh. To be honest, I'm not even sure, but I think we're probably still gonna win. There's so many Nubbies now. The bitrate gets destroyed. I can turn the bitrate up. Can I turn that up live? I think I can. I got plenty of internet to give you. I turned it up. It might just be... Tell me if that gets better. I'm kind of curious. I remember at some point you mentioned a book written by a student of Bureau. The name, the book you're thinking of is The Painter in Oil by Parkhurst. Parkhurst. It's a nice book that goes over, we don't need another mystery box. First peg pap, force triggers all items in odd numbered slots. That's how we do it right there. 1, 2, there's only 3 even slots, but there's 4 odd slots. It really makes you think about society. I think Drainer's kind of fucking me. Okay, we're kidding. We're good, guys. We need NL to play this game. How do you think I learned about it? To be honest, just to be, I gotta give credit to the GOAT. There was something red moving in the background there in my camera preview. Bye, Jake. Great live. Thank you. Bye bye. We're off the moon. We're on like Saturn now. We still hitting mad S's. We still getting mad 6. Yeah, Parkhurst was a student of Boogaroo. I mean, a student of Boogaroo is kind of, you know, like back in the day, things were, my brain is just like one giant popping sound. You know, like you go to like the academy and they had rotating teachers at all of these schools. So they do at the French Academy as well with the nighttime drawing class. But like at the Academy Julian was a private academy that Bouguereau taught at. Bouguereau didn't teach at the French Academy of Fine Art. He taught at Academy Julian, who's run by a guy named Rudolph Julian. Rudolph was a decent artist. He had, you know, I think like one salon success, but more of a business guy. And then the star teachers from there were people like Bouguereau, obviously. And then Tony Robert Fleury. Fleury won, like, I think a Prix de Rome or something. He did some big paintings early on, and then he just kind of taught for the rest of his life. I don't think he was, like, a star success after that, but a good teacher, apparently. And then Jules Joseph Lefebvre, of course, and Lefebvre was a pretty big painter. A lot of really famous paintings from Lefebvre. And there was a bunch of other rotating teachers that would come in sometimes. But in the French Academy, too, they had, like, the nighttime drawing class. So the evening class, evening means like 4:30, by the way, like 4 p.m. And most of the time, there was a period where that was taught by Yvonne solely, but I think before that, they would rotate different teachers in like every month. And really what the teachers do is they just like walk around and give some critiques. Most of the time, they weren't even drawing over student drawings back then. What is this? Is this a game? It's a game of life. It's called Nubby's Number Factory. What we do here is try to make big numbers. I got too used to the moon. We are winning a little too hard. We did maybe make numbers slightly higher than should be made. We gotta always go to that cafe, I think. I think we need as many re-rolls on the shop as possible. Tapeworm recreates the food that we eat. This gives us +1 re-roll. I'm just strategizing so hard right now. Randomizes all items in your inventory. Good luck. That sounds like a terrible idea. Kebabs give us a 50% chance to Jake the Snake when we die. It doesn't really matter. Nothing really matters at all. Just to be quite honest with you. In the game of life, you know, we all lose in the end. The pegging is destroying the bitrate. The bitrate's high. Honestly, I don't know. I'll have to watch the VOD after this. Does he have autism? Nubby? Nubby he just kind of pegs and that's it. You don't gotta bring in some sort of diagnosis to it. If you want to hit some pegs, it's fine. I feel like you're kind of being shameful to Nubby. He's just a ball. Big fan from Nepal. What's up, Nepal? We love the things that happen in Nepal. I have a drapery on my wall. That's made from some Nepalian drapery makers. I had a friend that like went hiking there on some of the mountains. I don't know if it wasn't Everest, but it was some other Himalayan mountain or something, and they got me that. It's pretty cool. I thought you pegged me, Jake. You're talking about the game, right? Why are you insinuating autism is shameful? I'm literally telling him that he doesn't need to call a ball autistic. I'm trying to stick up for Nubby. He's just a guy who hits balls. You don't got to question whether or not he's autistic or not. You know, we just got to, let's just love Nubby for who he is. People coming in here, they're trying to diagnose him. They don't know what type of struggles Nubby has at the factory, just getting launched down to his death all the time. That's a peg mania right there. Why don't you teach us how to sing? I'm not the guy for that, to be honest. We can go back to painting, you know, but kind of happy with how that turned out. I like how this one turned out, actually. Force triggers one random item every 1 second. Force triggers all items that summon it. We're not really summoners. What year were you born here in Nepal? Are you talking to me? Entering a gaming competition soon where I can design some UI and concept art taking inspo from these graphics. I think that's the brilliant thing. Oh, the calm before the storm. This is the longest around. Maybe a little nervous there. I'm a little nervous right now. Oh, wait, we won. I can just end early before we can drain away our points. It's like some sort of like chemical reaction you have to balance. As soon as you hit the point of like the catalyst, then there's no stopping it. But you can kind of teeter on the edge a little bit. No, I think you can have unlimited perks. Do I have to care about anything at all? Oh, upgrade an item. But it's destroy item on the left, but we don't care about some of these. Oh, we want to upgrade Jake the Snake, and we can trade a cactus for that. So destroy item on the left, upgrade rightmost item. We upgrade Jake the Snake. Jake the Snake plus. Someone make a rare random food. That randomizes everything. We don't want that. Now we need something to replace our boy. We got 2 rerolls. Let's just run it. Rubber chicken, baby. If Nubby's still alive, summon an egg missile that falls from the sky every half second. Yeah, we got it like that. What do you do for a living? You're actually genuinely looking at it. Which is at the same time many things. It's at the same time many things existing at once. You are just about looking at it though. Can you tell us one life advice? Probably draw more and... Yeah, probably just draw more. I know the name is a little bit contradictory, but... You know, things are not as they seem. There's 2 pieces of advice for you. To be quite honest. I'm just a guy who just decided to draw a lot when I was like 19, you know? Like... Okay, there we go. I had to wait until I busted. Really, a lot of people can do what I can do, I don't think it's really not all that spectacular. I'm not, like, much of an inspiration. You just gotta have some ability to, like, focus on stuff. Which I really am not, like, a godlike at, to be honest. Was that a voice track? I can tell when somebody is like 17 because they still think about voice cracks. It's probably the biggest out ever. Your voice just, you know, sometimes it cracks, sometimes you do crack, you know, it doesn't matter. It's just a dead giveaway that you even notice that happens that you're 17 years old. Because that's probably, you know, like ages 12 through 17 is the only time in life where that is like, that's life ending. You think you're gonna, you voice crack once, you think like the whole world is over. Oh, why is the max quality 1080p? Are you self-taught or no? I think... Yeah, mostly online. Oh, mutates into the item to the left of it. You know we're going double snot rocket or double glasses. Sorry, chicken. We just went to the fucking moon. We just went to the moon and back and there again. The kebabs really don't even help us. I'm just kind of snacking. Uh-oh. Guys? I didn't... Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. We're so back. Sometimes you can't get it up for a second. It's okay. This is Nubby's Number Factory. Sometimes we're just trying to make big numbers. That's kind of the only goal at Nubby's Nubby Factory. It's a little bit too deep. I'm curious about your AI video. Casey Bao used AI in his final piece. I felt that claim was a pretty casual claim for what he's achieved in the art community. It's actually nice. I don't mind talking about that. Casey Bao's a really interesting character, but I almost entirely cut that video out at the point of the video because I didn't want it to seem like it was some sort of casual claim. But I talked to, actually, I didn't even talk to people about it. I posted that I was gonna talk about ARC on Instagram, and several people reached out to me, very respected fine artists in the Instagram world. Reached out to me individually without me mentioning Casey that I should look at that painting and that they were very confident that it was AI. So I had written about that at that point, and then I was thinking about, I had it trimmed out of the script entirely, and then let me win real quick, and then all of a sudden, yeah, I posted that I was gonna talk about it, and then people were like, look into Casey. Oh my God, wait, the score's going. Wait, we're good. I thought I was losing for a second. I don't disagree. The other thing about Casey, too, that I couldn't get into here is Casey has a very long and troubled history. There's very credible claims that Casey has stolen tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars from artists in the art community. There's a page called Art Scam Worldwide on Instagram that's chronologued dozens of victims of people who have had money stolen by Casey because he has I don't know how someone has gotten away with this for this long because he schedules workshops, allegedly schedules workshops, and then people sign up for the workshops and then he cancels it and doesn't give a refund. That's what the allegations are. And there are a lot of people who will stake their entire reputation on that. Like dozens of people have said that they've gotten screwed. These workshops were like $2-3 grand a piece. So it's the claim of hundreds of thousands of dollars is pretty reasonable. He's deleted all of his social media recently. I tried to look into him more. Everything on the internet has been wiped about that guy, to the point where he probably has hired somebody to wipe as much as possible about him, and all of his social media is private or gone right now. So yeah, I don't know. I think he's just like a bad person, and I think he's a hack. He can paint. He's done some demos and stuff, but I find his work to be very photographic and kind of strange. So yeah, I wouldn't make that accusation about anyone normally without, full proof. But I feel very, very confident about that. Yeah. And Casey has not even played Nubby's Number Factory, as a chatter just brought up. I mean, that's probably one of the most important things. Yeah, I think he's a moderately talented painter. I think if you're really hacky, he's a good painter. I've seen, there are demos of him teaching workshops and stuff like that. So I can't deny that. Final boss, baby. Blood drops will rapidly drain from above and have the first peg they come in contact with. I think we're fine. I think we've won. $8.1S. I feel like I got enough. I feel like I got way more than 8.1 sextillion. I feel like I was in the dozens or hundreds of sextillions. You guys saw me hit big sextillions, right? Yeah. My beautiful friends, we painted this, and then we painted... Show my high score, bro. And then we painted this. That's the stream. Okay? Take it or leave it. Thanks for stopping by.